Acosta. Damas y caballeros, llegó el momento de un combate global.
Welcome, everyone. We're just about a little less than 30 minutes to the start of the second edition of Combate Global, second episode here of 2025. I'm Rodolfo Roman, joined by Miss Alex Wendling, of course, and our new dude to the desk, not alone, Mr. Shane Faison. What's going on, dude? Welcome. How you feeling? How you pumped, man?
Dude, I am so psyched to be here right now. I cannot wait for these fights to get started here. Combate Global. Let's do this.
Awesome. Shane, a pro fighter as well, and if you follow him on the socials, dude could give you some really good tips if you're going to go scrap and take this stuff very seriously. But talk of the town is here, the return of La Loba Acosta, the most watched MMA female fighter of all time. She walks into La Jaula in the main event. We are live from the Univision Studios in Miami, Florida. Make sure that you hit that subscribe button on YouTube and wherever you are watching. This is worldwide. Comment, let us know where you're watching. We'll throw you a shout out when we get that opportunity. But make sure you tell all your friends and family to tune in to Combate Global Force. This is the lineup, starting off with Sedric Richard taking on Marcelo Reyes. Richard and Reyes both making their debut here at Combate Global. Should be a great one, an undefeated fighter versus a one-on-one fighter.
And then in the featherweight division, we got featherweight fury in the air. Jose Ochoa brings his undefeated record into La Jaula, but Isaac Padilla promises to turn this one into a nightmare.
La Pesadilla. But Luis Escudero, a dude that has made his name not only as a fighter, but as a content creator on social media because of his fight skills, returns to La Jaula looking for that first victory, takes on the return of Marcos Lopez, who hasn't fought since 2021 here in Combate.
And now we are locked and loaded in the lightweight division as Drake Randall makes his Combate Global debut on 10 days' notice against the Chileno Jose Tiro Loco Ferreira, a fan favorite for sure.
Ooh, Tito Loco's a serious dude looking for that victory. Jaden Ortega, the youngster, taking on the veteran Marcos Lloreda. These guys have been going toe-to-toe, tit-for-tat, talking back and forth, but no time for that. It's time to do all of the talking inside La Jaula.
And we'll definitely see some fists speaking out. It is a must-watch main event in Striker's Delight when Abril Mulan Anguiano goes toe-to-toe with the most-watched female MMA fighter. It is the return of La Loba Acosta, something we've all been waiting for.
Listen, when you talk about the most-watched female MMA fighter and you get that opportunity like Abril to come back here to Combate. She hasn't competed here in La Jaula since 2019. But you got to sign off and say, I'm in. But La Loba just keeps getting better and better every single time she steps in, Alex.
Yeah, I was just talking to Abril before this, and she said that she doesn't care that La Loba is the face of Combate Global and that she is ready to step up for the challenge because she's just looking at her as another opponent.
Abril, though, has been stayed very busy compared to La Loba. She had a little issue there with injuries, tried to get a fight in 2024, didn't go her way. But Abril just competed not too long ago.
Super tough and a great boxer. Once she lets her hands go, she's not afraid to get hit. She's going to stand and bang, and I think that's what we're going to expect to see tonight.
She is a two-sport athlete competing in boxing and in MMA. Her most recent fight was back in February. Took that boxing fight, but this is going to be fireworks every time. Not only does she howl inside walking into La Jaula before and after a victory, but she brings that aggression, that great offense of La Loba. And I was speaking to her this week, and she told me, I've been submitting people on the purple belts, brown belts, but they've never really given me the blue belt until now. So this lady had, and Alex, back me up on this. If you're submitting people and you're blue belt, you're submitting purple belts and brown belts, I mean, that just tells you a lot.
And that's the thing about being an MMA fighter. You don't really wear the gi a lot, but she's definitely been working on that ground game. So she's a blue belt under Dean Lister, but we saw her get a vicious submission against Silvia Juanera. So we know she's very well-rounded, but that's a question. Are we going to see it get to the ground today?
And that's her thing, right? She said, I know that they all want to take me down. For Abril, do you risk it? Try to take the Loba down?
I don't think we're going to see that happen, honestly. I think it's going to stay on the feet. I think both of these women want to prove a point. They want to let the hands go and show who's the better striker.
Well, I'll tell you, if they both let those hands go, it's going to be a fun one. And typically, La Loba is the one that just lets him ride. And I believe we're more patient, more poised. So let's see who brings it tonight, whether it's La Loba or Abril. But either way, we are in for a treat. But to kick off the night, let's preview what the first fight on deck will be. And that's Sedric Richard, all the way from Washington, flying into Miami, Florida, to meet Marcelo Reyes, who is representing Mexico but fighting out of Texas. Both these guys are making their debut here at Combate Global. One of the greatest, biggest platforms, opportunities. They have a lot to prove. Will he remain undefeated, or will the one-on-one fighter get a victory? We'll find out next. Here is a quick preview of Richard and Reyes. Coming up next.
My name is Sedric Richard, and I'm from Everett, Washington. I got started when I was a young kid. I was a little bit bigger growing up. I wanted to get in shape for football. Instead of playing lineman, I wanted to start becoming like a running back. But instead, I just fell in love with the sport, and I've been with it since. MMA has given me the opportunity to just be myself, finally feel confident in myself, and just be able to do something I love. I feel like I'm on a hot roll right now, and I feel like I'm using that momentum to keep pushing forward and winning. So I'm excited to get another dub.
Mi nombre es Marcelo Reyes y soy de Westlake, Texas. Pues empecé a boxear primero a los 13, bien agresivo. Siempre voy para enfrente, siempre. Y ese es el estilo mexicano y así es mi estilo.
I've seen that he has good boxing. I've seen a couple videos of it, but I don't think it's gonna affect me much. I feel like I'm gonna be able to outstrike him.
Lo miré su cuerpo, está un poco como soft, no se mira como muy grande o muy pesado. Un knockout es lo que busco cuando me meto, es lo que busco todo el tiempo, un knockout.
What you can expect from me tonight is that I'm gonna show out, I'm gonna create a highlight mixtape, and I'm gonna be the next superstar for Combate.
Shane, you were right smack in the middle. It was like a warm welcoming here for Combate Global. Tell me about that intensity. They were just looking eye to eye. It was fierce, dude.
It definitely was, and I got a good feeling about both these guys. I think we're in for a treat for this first fight. They both want to go for the knockout. They both feel confident in themselves. They both have a lot to prove, and I think we're going to see an absolute war.
Alex, I was speaking to Marcelo, and he tells me that he typically fights at 135, but he got the phone call and the opportunity that Combate Global, there's a fight for you, but it's at 155. That right there is a man that, hey, I know what it means to fight in Combate. I'll take that chance.
Yeah, he says no to anybody, and he just is very hungry to get back out there. And I think the mentality of both these guys speaks volumes of their tenacity. When you look at Sedric in his first MMA fight, tearing his meniscus and then getting right back into it, that just shows that he is someone who is in for the long run.
He definitely wants that victory inside Combate Global. Sedric Richard was called soft. I'm sure that is got to him, and he's going to prove him wrong in La Jaula here this evening, which will kick off the fight card in this episode of Combate Global. And Marcelo Reyes, a guy that has incredible boxing. But again, that doesn't mean anything. This is mixed martial arts. You have to be ready for anything, at any time, at any place, at any angle, Shane.
I mean, it's not that it doesn't mean anything. It means a little bit, right? If he catches you with one of those hands with them small gloves on, yeah, that's a big deal. You can't rely on the parries and the shell like you do with boxing gloves. But again, he's got the small gloves on. All he's got to do is land one. But there's something about Sedric. I don't know. There's something about him that he seems really confident in there. He's young. He's hungry. And I think he's going to rely on his kicks in this fight.
A guy who wanted to be a football player but said, you know what, my heart belongs in MMA. Now let's go ahead and meet the next fight that's on deck, and that's Ochoa versus Padilla. This is going to be a good one. Young two dudes scrapping it inside La Jaula. It's in for guaranteed fireworks inside. Can't wait, guys. Let's meet them.
Mi nombre es José Ochoa y vengo de Mexicali, Baja California. Mis comienzos fueron por el taekwondo y mi padre también lo practicó un tiempo también. Esa sangre guerrera, lo más importante pues la disciplina, la constancia y pues realmente el amor al deporte.
Mi nombre es Isaac Padilla y soy de Managua, Nicaragua. Empecé a practicar MMA porque cuando era pequeño me hacían mucho bullying y empecé a buscar una escuela y encontré a una escuela y desde ahí me encantó el deporte. Yo describiría mi estilo como dinámico. Yo creo que yo tengo de todo, puedo boxear, puedo patear, tengo flashy kicks, tengo derribos, tengo jiu-jitsu.
Sé que le gusta la pelea de ras de lona.
Él como yo estamos empezando nuestra carrera, él es 1-0, muy difícil de ver su estilo, como él pelea, solo basado en una pelea, pero creo que donde sea que llevo la pelea, en el piso o arriba, me siento muy comfortable. Sí.
Pueden esperar una guerra y pues la verdad muy buen intercambio y muy buena pelea.
Un show.
This is going to be a stellar fight. We got Mexico taking on Nicaragua. And when you look at Isaac Padilla, Alex, guy looks like a model, right? He should be on a runway, but don't be deceived. This guy has an incredible fighting style, trains with the Gold Shed Academy, but it's his first time as a professional fighter. The nerves, the butterflies have to be there.
Yeah, they're definitely there now that you said that he looked like a model. He doesn't want to mess up that beautiful face. I think he's a little biased towards the Nicaraguan over here.
I'm the middle, Alex. Like Bill Alfonso in ECW. If you watch pro wrestling, you know what I'm talking about.
But I'm very excited for this one. It's Orthodox versus Orthodox, so there's some different classic openings that we'll see that I'm sure Shane knows a lot more about, too.
And Ochoa, this dude, when he talks about that Mexican style, you know he's gonna bring it.
Oh, exactly. But not only that, he's also got flashy high kicks. And I don't even like to use the word flashy. They're effective. He establishes the kicks early, and then he's going to start to flick that leg up with that question mark kick, start attacking the head. But he's got jiu-jitsu. He's got the good boxing. This is going to be an excellent matchup.
With that flashiness, you have to be cautious sometimes because those movements could be critical at any point, especially if the boxer has a good timing chain.
That's exactly it, yeah. And I mean, think about it too, because he's got the Taekwondo background as well, right? So is it kick versus kick? Is it going to be boxing? I think it's going to be a lot of striking. Once someone gets caught, they may get into that like, oh no, I gotta shoot and get that takedown. We'll see.
Padilla has that home howler advantage, if you want to go ahead and say. He does reside here in Miami, so that crowd could come into play.
Yeah, anytime we have a Goat Shed fighter on the roster and ready to go, there's a different type of energy in Univision Studios. So I'm sure things will get quite hectic coming up here.
It's going to be very loud. It is not the stock market. It's La Jaula en Combate Global. Let's meet the next pair of fighters that will be competing, and that's Marcos Lopez taking on Luis Escudero, who is well known across the social media. Let's meet them and learn a little bit about them as Escudero returns to La Jaula and gets potentially that first victory.
Mi nombre es Luis Pride Escudero y soy de Hermosillo, Sonora. El balance en la creación de contenido y también en el rollo del combate, en dedicarme al MMA profesionalmente. Yo no soy un TikToker o un creador de contenido que también pelea. Yo soy un peleador que también crea contenido. Entonces llevo ya más de 10 años dedicándome a pelear, mientras que llevo solamente entre 3 y 4 años creando contenido. Eso habla bastante. Pero también esa es una de las cosas que quiero demostrar en esta pelea. Quiero demostrar que más que nada, más que cualquier otra cosa, yo soy un peleador profesional.
My name is Marcos, and I'm from Spokane, Washington. I started MMA at 15. It's always a story why I did it, but I did it for my family. My fighting style, I always named it as a technical brawler. I think it's evolved through the years, you know. I'm always learning, I'm always growing, I'm always soaking everything up like a sponge.
Sé que es un oponente que está bastante experimentado. Sé que su especialidad es el jiu-jitsu. Las victorias que tiene, por lo que he visto, las tiene en sometimientos. Pero yo también tengo sometimientos, yo también tengo finalizaciones. Entonces, esta vez, yo creo que él también tiene mucho que estudiarme, así como yo también lo estuve estudiando. Y espero que lo haya hecho para que sea una buena pelea y entretenida.
You're gonna expect me tonight. You're gonna see someone that's not gonna back down. He's gonna give it all his heart.
Pueden esperar que hayan bombas, pueden esperar que haya un muy buen show. Van a estar entretenidos y no van a poder cerrar los ojos.
Marcos Lopez last entered La Jaula back in July of 2021. He went 0-2 that year here in Combate Global. Then he ended up getting some more fights elsewhere, but it hasn't gone his way. Shane, how do you take that mental hurdle out and go for that victory, because that's the biggest challenge for him right now.
You're right, and he's going up against Luis Escudero. It's just a really tough fight because the kid is quick. So how do you slow him down? You got to flatten the tires. I could see him trying to attack the calf kicks, but Luis has got a really good low kick. So after he kicks that leg, he's got to be ready to lift his leg up to check. Otherwise, he's going to get his leg taken off.
Luis Escudero, when you look at his record, 67% of his victories have been by way of submission. The last time we saw him here, he competed for the first time. Didn't go his way. He said he wasn't focused, and the plan that he wanted to execute just didn't go his way. He changed it along the way. Alex, what's the key to victory for this youngster?
Well, in his last fight against Carlos Cordoba, things were going really well, and then all of a sudden it took a turn. So it's in those moments of pressure, the scramble, to stay calm, cool, and collected and figure out what is next in his game. And I think he'll be able to do that. I think a lot of the pressure from being the content creator, all the trolls that he'll get on TikTok or Instagram, I think he's learned to phase that out and use it as motivation to really dominate inside La Jaula.
Just to piggyback of that, right? Because let's face it, you make your name nowadays on social media, and everybody's looking for the knockout or that crazy wild submission like he had, this amazing armbar. How do you put that aside, Alex? Because you're thinking about that too. He's, like he said, he's a fighter that creates content.
And in a day and age where there's so much social media and some people literally fight just to get a highlight and put it on Instagram sometimes, you really want to separate yourself, and separating yourself is meant for days like these. And Luis is looking to do that and really prove that he's not a content creator. He's a fighter that just happens to be very viral on Instagram, TikTok, you name it. He's going viral.
Shane, quickly, is this a do or die for Marcos?
Listen, I think it's an easy fix for Luis. I think all he needs to do is just keep that chin tucked a little bit more, and I think he will find the victory in this fight. He got caught. You get caught in these fights. That's what happens. But it's good to get that loss early out of the way. So now he can learn from that mistake.
It changes you and it makes you better. You learn from your fights that you lose, not that you win. And up next, we have Drake Randall taking on Jose Ferreira. Ferreira is hungry for a victory. Let's hear from the fighters as they walk the jaula very soon.
Soy José Ferreira Muñoz y soy de Temuco. A mi parecer, el peleador chileno tenemos como un ADN bastante variado, pero siempre apegado como a la raza indígena. Mi estilo de pelea sí, en realidad ha evolucionado muchísimo. De mí mismo, el control de las emociones, el saber cuándo emocionarme, el saber también cuándo estar calmado y cuándo estar frío. Entonces ha evolucionado en ese sentido, que estoy mucho más capacitado para entenderme al momento de pelear.
My name is Drake Randall and I'm from Lewiston, Idaho. I've wrestled my whole life, and then 2.5 years ago, almost 3, I decided that I was just going to start doing MMA. I just always wanted to do it, and I finally just took the shot and did it. It's taught me a lot of life lessons, and you're on your own, and you got no one else there to help you, so figure it out.
Yo creo que la pelea se va a desarrollar en el clinch, en el wrestling, ya que él, su fuerte es el wrestling, pero igual él se va a encontrar con que también yo tengo un suelo bueno, entonces ahí como que vamos a chocar.
I have a funky fighting style. I'm different. I'm a wrestler, but I definitely have a unique fighting style. Grappling is my strength.
Esta noche de mí pueden esperar un tiro loco más maduro, más inteligente al momento de pelear o estar afuera de la jaula.
I'm gonna go hard, and I'm gonna go out there and do what I gotta do to get the win.
For Drake Randall, Alex, this is a guy that was 6-fight winning streak, gets defeated by a spinning wheel kick, but he is poised. He knows that he needs this win to get back, and as we said earlier, you learn a lot more from your defeats than your victory.
Yeah, and I actually spoke with him earlier this week because his most recent fight with Excite Fight isn't listed. So he's actually on a win streak right now. Got the TKO win in the second round, but like you said, his first 6 fights, getting the finish in the first round and then having a hard defeat, you bounce back from them and you're hungrier than ever. So the people that he's training at with Arnett's Martial Arts, they have really been honing in on the details and wanting to expand not just the wrestling aspect of it, but really start to mix in all the martial arts.
I had an opportunity to speak during weigh-ins to Jose Ferreira, Shane, and I have to tell you, the dude intimidated. He told me, I don't care what's going on in my life. Like, the biggest, worst thing could be going on. Do not care. I'm here to win.
He's locked in. He's locked in. He's got a great camp, trains with Mike Valley at VFS, and you know that you're going to see really good striking, which I think is kind of the kryptonite for Drake Randall. You know, he's going to dictate that range perfectly. He's going to snipe with the punches, and he's going to get out of there so he doesn't get countered and he doesn't get taken down.
What's interesting about Ferreira, when he first debuted here in Combate Global, he was on a crazy winning streak. I mean, like over 10 fights or something like that. And then he gets knocked out by a head kick by Chimmy Morales. He gets a win, and then he gets another loss. Where do you think his mind is? Is this like, I got to get this win like now?
He's a career fighter. I think he's experienced. He's just going to live in the moment. He's just going to keep fighting, keep trying to win.
For Drake, does he need to be careful if he attempts to go for that wrestling unless he changes game plan against Ferreira, who's quick on his hands and his feet?
For a guy that took this fight on 10 days' notice, I think he's throwing caution to the wind. He's not going to be careful anywhere, and we're going to see him go crazy. I talked to him in the back. He said that his mindset going in is just to have fun.
Oof, all right, I'm excited for this one. And now, this is the one I think that's going to take the night. I think this is going to be the fight of the night. And that's Jaden Ortega, the young dude, taking on Miami's Michael Lloreda. They've been talking.
The old guy.
That's 32 years old. You're killing me here, Alex.
The Gen Zers.
You're hurting my feelings here. But listen, enough of the talking. I'll let them do the talking before they walk in La Jaula. Let's meet Lloreda and Ortega before they battle here in Combate Global.
Me llamo Michael Sedric y nací aquí en Miami, Florida. Mis papás son de España. Mi última pelea con combate fue con un guerrero, un samurái japonés. Dominé bastante la pelea. Me quedé un poco amargado que no finalicé. Tengo una racha de victorias, pero no tengo finalización en bastante tiempo. En eso mismo me he estado enfocado en buscar la finalización, no importa si sea arriba noqueando o abajo sometiendo.
My name is Jaden Ortega, and I'm from Spokane, Washington. My last fight at Combate, I fought Jimbo Slice Pace Jr. That fight went to unanimous decision, and I beat him. You know, I was kind of just like a little fish in a big pond, but 3-0 right now. I'm 22 years old. My fight style evolves every single day, constantly.
De lo que sepo de mi oponente es que es demasiado joven, demasiado falta de experiencia y no está ni cerca listo para lo que tengo.
I know that my opponent is old. He's got a lot of fights, and that he's an average fighter.
32 no es viejo para el deporte, you know?
This fight's gonna end pretty quickly. I'm going to knock him out in the first, maybe mid-second round.
Nunca está una guerra. Una guerra es una como la que yo eché con Basulto. Nosotros salimos con la cara todo hinchado, todo lleno de puntos. Y todavía no sabe lo que es una pelea.
I'm hurt, man. 32 years old, they're calling you old when you got champions for the first time in that time. But Jaden Ortega, he's very confident. He thinks that I'm going to put this old man and send him back and probably make him rethink his career.
I definitely think you make an interesting point when you look at the average age for champions. It's around that 32, 33-year mark. But, hey, when you're young and hungry, you like to talk that trash. The last time Jaden Ortega was here, he was making fun of Jimbo Slice, the best trash talkers, lisp. And I was like, damn, Jaden, you're going to do him like that? And then today, he's calling a 32-year-old old. So that's Jaden Ortega. I feel like we have a really good potential star for Combate Global, even a heel potentially, because the way he likes to talk trash gets a little bit personal, so I like that. And on top of it, he has an exciting style. How about his flying knees, his most recent one? Crazy flying knee knockout, beautiful work, and definitely a fan favorite for the Combate Global fans.
As a pro, he's only gone the distance once, and that was against Jimmy Pace Jr. But on the opposite side, he's young, and as a young fighter, you tend to make mistakes. You're too excited. You're too angsty. And if you're going up against a guy that's been in the game for over 10 years, Shane, a guy like Marcos could spot this away, could spot the errors a mile away.
Yeah, I mean, and let's look at the facts. Ortega's right in that there's more film to study since he's been in the game longer, since Loreda's been fighting more. So he does an old dog learn new tricks. Well, Lloreda told me that he's been watching fight tips for years, for a long time.
Oh, snap.
So, and I'm constantly evolving, and I'm older than him. So hopefully, yeah, he's learning new tricks, and we'll see a couple of things that Ortega's not expecting.
Yeah, Ortega kind of reminds me of a Randy Orton back in the day. If you guys watch pro wrestling, has that look, has that talk. But I'll tell you this. Marcos Lloreda, one thing that's always been questioned is his cardio. But physically, the guy's probably one of the best shapes I've seen him, Alex.
Yeah, Marcus and Jaden as well. He's been training with training systems, and you could see in his last fight that it was taken a little bit on short notice. He missed weight. Now this one, he's shredded. He's ready to go, but will that pay dividends when it comes to his strategy inside the jaula?
Well, we will find out in just a short time, as that is the co-main event of the evening, and that will lead us into the main event, when Abril Anguiano returns to La Jaula. She hasn't competed here since 2019, and La Loba returns since her last competition in 20.
Sorry,
She got it going on. That's what I'm talking about.
I couldn't hold it in. Sorry.
Shit, that Red Bull's kicking in. All right, listen. Let's go ahead and meet La Loba Acosta and the return of Abril Anguiano, who will do battle later on this evening in our main event of the evening.
Soy Lucero La Loba Acosta y vengo de Tijuana. Mi última pelea fue con una italiana. Se miraba muy dura. Gracias a Dios ahora sí que nos llevamos la victoria. Lo que he evolucionado es ser más inteligente, no sobreentrenarme, hacer las cosas con calma y tener un plan para cada oponente que tengamos. Así que lo que he evolucionado es marcar distancia con todo.
Mi nombre es Abril Anguiano y vengo de Garland, Texas. Describiría mi estilo de pelear muy freestyle, un striker. Me gusta tirar de todos ángulos, golpes raros pero efectivos. Cuando peleé en el 2019 todavía era una novata. Ahora regreso con experiencia, disciplina y voy a enseñar todo lo que he aprendido estos años.
Mi oponente es una boxeadora porque sus últimas peleas han sido más en boxeo. Entonces siento como que no va a ir a abrazar, no va a ir a hacer lucha.
Pues sí estoy llevando las dos carreras del boxeo y las artes marciales simultáneamente. Para mí se me hace muy fácil, pelear es pelear. Pues mi oponente es muy agresiva, sé que va a venir para enfrente. Esta pelea voy a enseñar lo que he desarrollado desde el inicio de mi carrera, que es un juego completo de las artes marciales. Va a ser una pelea de fuego.
Le vamos a dar un show a todos los fanáticos y pues me siento muy feliz de que por fin va a haber dos strikers arriba.
The most watched MMA female fighter of all time, La Loba Acosta. One thing that we learned, Alex, from La Loba when she took on Manuela Marconero back in December 23 when she won by TKO or knockout was that she has a chin. She got knocked down, but she got right back on her feet and finished off the fight.
She definitely weathered that storm, and it almost looked like it made her a little bit angry because she came out completely annihilated Manuela Marconeta in the following round, and it just goes to show how much work she's been putting in. When I saw her recently, we had very small time to get that interview in because she was on to pick up her daughter, on to her next training session. Then she's lifting, so she has been strict and has crossed her T's and dotted her I's, ready to go for this main event.
The woman is a role model, and we could go ahead and expand on that story later on during the telecast. But for Abril, a woman who is a two-sport athlete, transitioning from boxing to MMA to boxing, how does that come into play? Because sometimes when it comes to the footwork, and to me, right, me training, I've been trying to do MMA and boxing, sometimes getting your mind on the right path to when to use that footwork. Could that play a role here tonight?
Yeah, I'm glad you said that because there is a different angle in the feet. There's a different rhythm to it. But she's going to take her boxing and she's going to make it work. When you even just watch those clips that they showed, she's got a Dutch kickboxing style. She rips it to the body. She finishes with those low kicks, and I think that's what we're going to see, some of that body work, because it doesn't matter how strong your chin is. You get hit in the body, you get hit in that liver, boom, you're going down.
Ooh, these both women are going to lay it all out, and on paper, like La Loba said, this is the fight she wants. She doesn't want to compete against someone who's going to be conservative and going to hold back. She wants someone that's going to go ahead and give her a receipt if she throws in a combination of three hands. That's what she wants. She doesn't want any ground game work.
Exactly. And what's cool with Abril is she'll use that boxing stance to then sneak in like reverse, what I call like a lawn mower elbow, right? Rip that from like a Philly shell stance. So I think we're going to see some really slick boxing, some slick striking.
Well, grab whatever you're going to drink, Alex. The people everywhere, grab your popcorn, your hot dogs, whatever you're going to get. Get ready. Combate Global Force is about to kick off in just a few. Get ready for the action. Our main event, La Loba taking on the return of Abril.
Damas y caballeros, llegó el momento de un combate global.
Welcome everyone watching live on YouTube. This is Combate Global Force. It's the second episode of 2025. Rodolfo Roman, Alex Wendling, and our new person on the desk, Mr. Shane Faison. Welcome aboard, dude. You feel the excitement?
My God,
look at the fans, dude. Can you feel this hype?
I'm telling you, it could not come soon enough. I'm so excited to be here right now. Combate Global, let's do this, baby.
You know, it's a little cold in here, Alex, but with the feed, the action just warms you up.
Yeah, the fighters are definitely going to be bringing the heat tonight. We have a stacked card, and it's a long time coming. I've been waiting for this.
Oh, dude, I just can't wait for that main event and the co-main event as we get ready in just a few seconds to show you what's on deck. Call your friends, call your mama, your brother, your uncles, your sisters.
And don't forget to subscribe.
You took the words off my mouth, Alex. Subscribe right now on YouTube. Tell your friends, everyone to subscribe and enjoy this show. It's going to be an awesome one on this Thursday evening or morning, wherever you're watching around the world, because it could be Friday right now, wherever you are. So we got a great stellar fight card. Great stuff coming up. Young dudes, incredible action from our ladies in the main event, including the most watched MMA female fighter with La Loba. And here is what's on deck as we will show you their fight card, starting off with Richard taking on Reyes. Reyes representing Mexico and the United States, and also Richard, the United States. We got a guy from Reyes, a boxer, taking on Richard, who considers himself a boxer and grappler.
And it is almost time to wake up because the nightmare is coming. Isaac Pesadilla Padilla looks to haunt Jose Ochoa's undefeated record in a hard-hitting Nicaragua versus Mexico showdown.
La Pesadilla makes his debut, but one man is hungry for a victory, especially here in La Jaula, since he couldn't get one when he fought twice in 2021. That's Marcos Lopez taking on the phenom of social media fighter and content creator Luis Escudero.
And this one plans to deliver. Jake Randall makes his Combate Global debut on 10 days' notice against Jose Tiro Loco Ferreira, who is the guy who has some of the most viral Combate Global TikToks of all time.
And I'm excited for this one, potentially the fight of the night. You got the new generation in Jaden Ortega taking on the OG, the old dogs, as Ortega's been calling us, Marcos Lloreda, the vet versus the youngster, going toe-to-toe inside La Jaula.
And in the main event, we're leaving it up to the ladies to bring mucha más acción. It is Abril Anguiano versus La Loba Acosta, a match that we have been waiting for a while now, so we cannot wait.
Everyone has been asking, where is La Loba? Well, she's here tonight, and she'll be competing. She wanted to compete in 2024, but for unforeseen reasons, she couldn't compete. But no worries, she's here tonight. But let's talk about the first fight of the evening, when Sedric Richard and Marcelo Reyes go toe-to-toe for the first time inside La Jaula, both of them making their debut. It's the boxer taking on the boxer and grappler. Should be a good one to kick off the night here at Combate Global Force. Let's meet Richard and Reyes. Up next.
My name is Sedric Richard, and I'm from Everett, Washington. I got started when I was a young kid. I was a little bit bigger growing up. I wanted to get in shape for football. Instead of playing lineman, I wanted to start becoming like a running back. And instead, I just fell in love with the sport, and I've been with it since. MMA has given me the opportunity to just be myself, finally feel confident in myself, and just be able to do something I love. I feel like I'm on a hot roll right now, and I feel like I'm using that momentum to just keep pushing forward and winning. So I'm excited to get another dub.
Mi nombre es Marcelo Reyes y soy de Westlake, Texas. Pues empecé a boxear primero a los 13, bien agresivo. Siempre voy para enfrente, siempre. Y ese es el estilo mexicano y así es mi estilo.
I've seen that he has good boxing. I've seen a couple videos of it, but I don't think it's gonna affect me much. I feel like I'm gonna be able to outstrike him.
Lo miré su cuerpo, está un poco como soft. No se mira como muy grande o muy pesado. Un knockout es lo que busco cuando me meto, es Es lo que busco todo el tiempo, un knockout.
What you can expect from me tonight is that I'm going to show out, I'm going to create a highlight mixtape, and I'm going to be the next superstar for Combate.
All right, here we go. As we get ready for the first bout of the evening, Sedric Richard taking on Marcelo Reyes. Reyes, who typically fights in the 135 division, said, I got the phone call, I get the opportunity, I'm stepping in to fight in Combate Global at 155. As we get ready for the official introduction from the beautiful and talented Beatriz Calles to get us started here this evening on the second edition of Combate Global Force. Can't wait for this fight. Beatriz, take it away.
Entering the cage, Sedric Richard.
Well, if you look at YouTube right now, there's a lot of talk about Sedric. A lot of people supporting the young man making his debut here all the way from Washington and coming to South Florida, walking in 2-0. Alex, does he have a little pressure here?
Ooh, yes, of course. When you're 2-0 and you have that O at the end of your record, things get nervous, but he's using that as momentum, not looking at it as pressure, and he's representing Catalyst Fight House and is ready to go.
Let's meet his opponent, Marcelo Reyes. Beatriz.
His opponent, Marcelo Reyes.
Marcelo Reyes walking for the first time to La Jaula. Been active this year, but has that strong background in boxing. Also very athletic and jacked.
Jacked. Yeah. Yeah, this is going to be a good one, man. I got the small gloves. I'm expecting a knockout. I could see it happening.
Oh, snap.
They've been talking a lot of smack. One of them calling soft, one of them saying that he's not a good striker. Well, we'll find out. Beatriz Calles with the official introduction. Just a few here. And now the tail of the tape, as we have 20 years old for Richard, 25 for Reyes. The height difference goes to Richard with the 5'10 compared to the 5'7", 72-inch reach for Richard and 69-inch reach for Reyes. And almost equal in the weight. As we go to the introduction to Beatriz.
Y arrancamos con mucha más acción, las reglas de la jaula. 3 vueltas de 5 minutos, 3 jueces, utilizando el sistema de 10 puntos. Este duelo en la división peso ligero desbao. In the lightweight division, los jueces son, the judges are Elian Rodríguez, Armando Álvarez y Robert Christopher Edgehill. Y ahora, damas y caballeros, llegó el momento de un Combate Global. Presentando la esquina azul, in the blue corner, wearing blue, vestido de azul. Su peso oficial, 154.6 libras, his official weight, 154.6 pounds. Esta noche entra a la jaula invicto como profesional con 2 victorias tonight. He enters la jaula undefeated as a pro with 2 victories. From Everett, Washington, Sedric Richard. Presentando la esquina roja, in the red corner, wearing black, vestido de negro. Su peso oficial, 154.8 libras, his official weight, 154.8 pounds. Esta noche entra la jaula con una victoria y una derrota tonight. He enters la jaula with 1 victory and 1 defeat. From Edinburgh, Texas, Marcelo Diego Reyes. El referee, Marcos Pérez de Panamá.
Marcos Pérez, third man in the jaula.
Guys, okay, you already know the rules. I want a clean fight. Go with my command at all time, okay? Push love you want. Go to your corners.
And here we go, the first bout of the evening. We have Sedric with the blue trunks, followed by Marcelo Reyes with the black, and already just sizing each other, trying to feel each other out, Shane, right from the start.
Kicks early. You're forced to block the kick. Shuts down the punch. There's a return kick right off the bat. I love it.
Lots of echo there with those kicks, Alex. Marcelo means business.
Yeah, definitely measuring out that distance now.
Watch out.
It's going to be interesting to see if we're going to have any body shots after those words were said about having a soft body. I don't think anyone is looking like they have a soft body.
Yeah, I don't know
Everyone's
about
looking in
that
great
statement he made. I don't think he's soft at all. Listen, the fact that you're inside La Jaula competing, it could eliminate that term soft. In fact, Sedric, he started off martial arts at a young age at 12 years old when his father signed him up to start training. Trains out of the Catalyst Fight House in Everett, Washington.
I'm really liking the strategy from Sedric here. This is exactly how you want to fight someone a little bit shorter, someone who favors their boxing. He's letting those kicks go. He's attacking low. He's throwing it up high. And he's keeping the feet moving.
He talked about that meniscus he had to overcome. And that proved to him that, hey, I belong here. I overcame that injury. I'm stronger. I'm better. And undefeated, man. 2-0.
Close to the cage.
Marcelo Reyes told me this week, I usually fight at 135, but Combate called me to take this 155-pound fight. I'm going in. And Alex, when you get a phone call from that, you can't just say no. And then he goes for the attempt at a takedown. And the guillotine choke round, that's not in.
With the slam, he's got to be careful. He's still looking for that front headlock position, but into the guard.
He's training him looking for the Kimura. You can hear the corner of Marcelo to be calm, but he may be in trouble right at the guard. Getting right up. Marcelo obviously wants this fight to be on the feet chain.
Not yet. Once that knee comes up, put it right on his face.
Yeah, the only loss from Marcelo Reyes came against Damian Anderson. He is a B-team black belt. So when things got to the ground and it was an immediate rear naked choke against Marcelo Reyes, that's a big difference in skill between Damian Anderson and Sedric. Sedric's a current blue belt. Damian Anderson is one of the greatest MMA grapplers that we have right now. So similar situation, though.
I was about to tell you that this is what Marcelo found himself in that fight, that only defeat that he has in his pro record. But let's see if he learned how to get himself out of this position, because he lost by rear naked choke.
Exactly.
Excellent advice from Sedric's corner, reminding him just to slow down. Take your time. You don't want to burn your arms out looking for a guillotine choke that's not there. He transitions, takes the back.
Right back up. We're seeing the groundwork from Marcelo Reyes.
It's awesome advice, and sometimes people just don't take the advice to not jump the gilly.
You got to watch out for them arm. If he's maybe even a triangle. All that's on go here, Alex.
Yeah, he's definitely looking for a couple of different things, but there's not much there right now. He was looking to invert at one point, but now he has potential to set up a triangle, but it's very predictable at this stage.
Marcelo Reyes started boxing, 13 years old. He got involved in MMA after watching the movie Never Back Down. Remember that one?
Of course.
Golden Gloves winner.
Heavy shots here.
That could be the difference. And Sedric still finding that right timing when to land something or catch an arm. And it could be so frustrating, Alex, if I'm Marcelo here. If they're not, you can't escape from the guard. It's just really, really annoying.
Yeah, and you're looking at here again, an attempt to kind of hip thrust him over.
He gets
hip
it.
sweep.
That
He gets
sweep.
it. Nice.
Get up, Marcelo. Get up.
Now Sedric has the advantage. Maybe he pins him here. Still looking for a rear naked. Looking
to the back again.
this position here, Alex, to escape this potential rear naked. What does Marcelo have to do?
Well, he's in the clear right now because there's no body triangle, so he has to get the hips out from under there. And then also make sure there's no chest-to-chest connection there. A little bit more of a scramble, but again, with 20 seconds left to go, he might just look to make it to the second round and then start things off on the feet again.
Very cool, calm, and collective for Sedric Richard. It's on paper, right? Marcelo looks a more muscular one, but as we're headed to the second round now, Marcelo laying in everything he got to try to finish it early, but he'll be saved by the bell.
Okay, we're good.
What an ending to that first round. Marcelo said during fight week that I predict the first or second round. He attempted to do that in that first. But Shane, something that really brought your attention from Sedric? I was just impressed the way he was able to be a cool, calm, and collective, take it to the ground, and just try to put the puzzle together. Take us through it.
Yeah, and look, he's staying calm here, which is perfect, too. He didn't burn his arms out looking for a guillotine choke that he wasn't going to get or that would turn into a OVP choke or something. So he lets it go, and then he switches the position. He takes the back, which is perfect. And then we saw the levels here. We saw the levels that it seemed that Sedric was just a little bit better on the ground. And I think he weighed him. He stayed on top of him. He made him carry his weight.
Wait, go back, go back.
Yeah, we get ready for the second chapter of this bout. And here we go, second round. Alex, I don't know, but if Marcelo Reyes ended that first round, will we continue that momentum, that type of aggression? We'll find out.
Definitely some awesome openings that we're seeing. Southpaw versus Orthodox. What do you tend to see in these moments, openings-wise, Shane?
Watch out with the fingers, okay?
There's going to be that lead hand fight, right? So they're trying to either get to the outside or they're going to try to slip the cross and get that angle there. A lot of high kicks here, too, because then you can kick, right, just like that. That's perfect. You also got the inside leg kick. You got the outside calf kick, which doesn't seem like it would do a lot of damage just because it's not a big wind-up. And now we've entered the clinch. Ooh. Shot lands.
Feeling the momentum.
Yeah, we've definitely seen some decent volume from Sedric, but I feel like some of the most powerful shots have been from Reyes.
Agreed. It seems like Sedric's breathing from his mouth now. He may have shifted down a gear. And that could be the bright lights. It could be the adrenaline.
Reyes, you see him putting up his hands up. Let's go. And fighting runs in his blood. His grandfather was the one who encouraged him to not quit this sport, as one time he tried to throw in the towel, but his other grandfather was a professional fighter. So he was able to see him compete once. So this is in their blood, and when it's in there, Alex, you know, it's just in your blood.
Oh yeah,
Bring it
there's
on.
the warrior spirit right there, starting to really pound in on it.
Ooh, those shots are heavy.
Sedric is game, though.
You know, I tend to say when a fighter, and I tend to do that happen when you kind of hit your gloves, it shows almost like you're showing frustration or that you're frustrated to the opponent. Does that do anything for the other guy, Shane, when you show that?
And there's no way to tell him, right? You're trying to get under their skin. You're trying to make them do something they don't want to do. If it hypes you up, go for it.
Yeah, a little bit of posturing makes things very interesting, and now we're seeing an attempt at a single leg, but Ray is doing a good job of keeping that head low and going to look to work off this cage
Watch
here.
out with the back of the head, okay?
Not going to want to hit the back of the head.
Good way of positioning his body, Alex, and using La Jaula for Reyes' sake to prevent that full takedown.
And transitioning from a single leg with his head on the outside, usually people would go for that guillotine, but then he switched to the double leg, wasn't able to get it. Now we're back at distance.
I learned that the hard way, Alex.
Like
Keep my head inside, not outside. You will get caught.
Look at this. Head kick from the boxer.
Remember how he said, Reyes said that Sedric had that soft body, so he's going to that lower portion of the body where he claims it is soft.
Shane predicted a knockout. Could we see one in the second round?
Well, Sedric is going down. It seems like a modified attempt there to a takedown. I don't know if the shot took him down or he intentionally went for the takedown.
Some great action right by this Foo's Gone Wild logo.
Oh, that dude has some crazy cool stuff. You checked out his stuff, right? Checked it out
All
last
the time. I live on that page.
Hook me up, man. Hook me up. Some shots from Reyes. Of course, this is not what he wants. He wants that type of fight where we're in the center of La Jaula, Shane.
Look at this. Great takedown defense from Reyes, though. Turns him around. Gets Sedric back up against the cage. Controlling the wrist. And there's
there it is.
Work.
That's what he said, that his body is soft, and that's what he is attacking.
Transition from the front headlock, now working in some ground and pound. How much can Sedric take?
Look at the redness there, just under his chest of Sedric. It's just all red. Some massive shots coming from Reyes, but he can't get too overconfident because Sedric is still in the game, trying to see where he can finish it off with his jiu-jitsu.
He's going to have to intelligently defend himself, or else this could be
He
called
may be in
out.
trouble, Alex. Watch out with those shots to the head, though. Marcus Perez, referee. Say protect yourself or might have to throw this one out and finish off the fight. Not looking good for Sedric underground. Marcelo's Reyes smells victory. He's like a locomotive, letting those hands, and Marcus Perez jumps in. Fight's over. Make it 2-1.
Good? Okay.
Fans here are electric, excited with that opening bout to kick off the evening.
Gotta love the show of respect. That's what it's all about.
Duke it out and grab a beer after. That's what it's all about, Shane. That is the beauty of this sport of MMA. As we go to the official result, Beatriz Callis, let us know the results.
El tiempo oficial, 4 minutos y 26 segundos del round número 2. The official time, 4 minutes and 26 seconds of round number 2. And the winner by technical knockout, el ganador por knockout técnico, Marcelo Reyes!
Marcelo Reyes adding another victory to his pro resume. Smile, young man. You are taking a victory home. Much love from his family. Great stuff from this young man from Texas. As we take a look, Alex.
Honestly, I'm surprised that Marcelo is always making the cut to 135 because he's a big guy.
Jack dude.
And he really showed that power. Here we saw the attempt at the guillotine, got slammed down, and if there was any chance that Sedric had, it was in that first round with a quick submission. But after the fight went on, it was clear that Marcelo was going to finish it.
Well, we could tell by the end of that first round, Shane, that he wanted to finish this real quickly.
I think Marcelo Reyes tricked us. He told us he was a boxer. We saw good kicks. We saw takedowns. We saw submission defense. But it was the body work that was my favorite. Look, this rip into the body. And that's how you just take someone's soul away.
I mean, that's what they say, right? You evolve as a fighter. It's only his third pro fight, so he's able to show all the tricks that he has in his back pocket. And we saw it here tonight. Great ground game from Marcelo.
I mean, it was a masterful performance. It really was.
Victory goes to 2-1 for Reyes. His head held up very highly and proudly as we get ready for our next bout that's coming up. This is going to be a fun one with Jose Ochoa out of Mexico, bringing in that boxing Mexican style, taking on Isaac Padilla. Originally from Managua, Nicaragua, but fighting out of Miami, Florida with the goat shed cap. But there is a man who is ready to come in and make his debut as a professional here inside La Jaula. Looking forward to these youngsters. Man, what a great fight to kick off the evening with Marcelo Reyes taking on Sedric Richard. Wherever you're from, let us know where you are watching. We've got some comments from Texas. Subscribe to that button there on Combate Global Force. Guys, Shane, this is your first. How are you feeling so far?
Dude, I am amped up. I can't wait to come back and do this again. But let's not rush it. Let's stay focused on the fights ahead because we got some good ones lined up.
We still got more to come. Grab the things you need to drink and enjoy. Because up next, we got Jose Ochoa taking on Isaac Padilla. Coming up next, this is going to be a fun one when we got the rookie coming in, the new fighter coming in to Combate Global, making his professional debut just straight off the amateurs, now into the pros, coming into Jose, who is making his second professional MMA fight, and the second one being right here in Combate Global Force. Should be a great one. Some great dynamic fighting between these two fighters. It promises a lot of fireworks, a lot of speed, aggression from these two. Because when you get two youngsters, you know they're going to bring the heat. You know it's going to be fun, Alex and Shane.
I'm torn on this one. Jose's got a very similar background to mine. He started Taekwondo with his dad, just like me. But then Padilla came up to me yesterday and he said, I'm a big Fight Tips fan. When I first started training, I went on YouTube and I stumbled upon your video. So now I don't know who to vote for.
Just root for the fight itself. Let's meet the fighters coming up next. Padilla and Ochoa.
Mi nombre es José Ochoa y vengo de Mexicali, Baja California. Mis comienzos fueron por el taekwondo y mi padre también lo practicó un tiempo también. Esa sangre guerrera, lo más importante pues la disciplina, la constancia y pues realmente el amor al deporte.
Mi nombre es Isaac Padilla y soy de Managua, Nicaragua. Empecé a practicar MMA porque cuando era pequeño me hacían mucho bullying y empecé a buscar una escuela y encontré a una escuela y desde ahí me encantó el deporte. Yo describiría mi estilo como dinámico. Yo creo que yo tengo de todo, puedo boxear, puedo patear, tengo flashy kicks, tengo derribos, tengo jiu-jitsu.
Sé que le gusta la pelea de ras de lona.
Él como yo estamos empezando nuestra carrera, él es 1-0, muy difícil de ver su estilo, como él pelea, solo basado en una pelea, pero creo que donde sea que llevo la pelea, en el piso o arriba, me siento muy comfortable. Sí.
Pueden esperar una guerra y pues la verdad muy buen intercambio y muy buena pelea.
Un show.
Oh, man, and again, thanks for watching Combate Global Force. We've had so many people from Cleveland, Arizona, Texas, man, all over the world.
Anyone
as well.
from Philly watching?
I haven't checked yet. I'm sure there is.
Come on, Philly.
Philly are fight fans.
I know the
man.
underdogs
They
are worldwide.
They love this stuff. They love the fight game. But listen, up next, Jose Ochoa taking on Isaac Padilla. Padilla making his debut as a pro. Let's meet these dudes. They're walking inside La Jaula. Beatriz Calles for the introduction.
Entrando a la jaula, José Ochoa.
Jose Ochoa, 1-0. He said, my father trained mixed martial arts as a hobby. Decided to join him. In fact, they have trained together, training out of the Evaristo Mendoza boxing camp. He also dabbles into the jiu-jitsu game as well. So this is a man that runs in the family when it comes to MMA. How cool it is to train with your dad in MMA. But let's introduce his opponent.
Su oponente, Isaac Padilla.
Padilla out of Nicaragua, and I can tell that there's a lot of excitement for this guy because there's a lot of Nicaraguans that live here in Miami.
Yes, and Nicaragua is a country that people love to scream and shout for. And you always talk about the Mexicans, the Chileans, but Nicaragua is on the map when it comes to combat sports as well. And this is why I love the featherweight division, because it's reminiscent of Mexicali, Nicaragua, and the Copa Combate that you are here to experience as well. One of the best Copa Combates in 2023.
Oh, this is so cool, man. The entire world watching this stuff as we get ready for the tail of the tape. Jose Ochoa, 21-year-old. God, these dudes are making me feel old. 23 for Isaac Padilla. 5'7" to 5'9" on the height. 69-inch reach for Ochoa. 73 for Padilla. And on the weight, 148.6 to 145. There's Beatriz Calles with the official introduction of Ochoa and Padilla.
Continuamos con mucha más acción este duelo en la división peso pluma. We continue with much more action this bout. In the featherweight division, los jueces son, the judges are James Lázaro, Elian Rodríguez y Armando Álvarez. Y ahora, damas y caballeros, llegó el momento de un combate global. Presentando la esquina azul in the blue corner, wearing black, vestido de negro. Su peso oficial, 148.6 libras. His official weight, 148.6 pounds. Esta noche entra a la jaula invicto como profesional con una victoria tonight. He enters la jaula undefeated as a pro with one victory. De Mexicali, Baja California, México, José Ochito Presentando la esquina roja in the red corner, wearing blue, vestido de azul, su peso oficial, 145 libras. He tipped the scale at 145 pounds. Esta noche entra a la jaula a hacer su debut profesional. Tonight, he enters la jaula to make his professional debut. De Managua, Nicaragua, fighting out of the 305, Isaac La Pesadilla Padilla. El referee, Christopher Miñoki.
Vamos. Bring it in. Ok. Cuídate todo el tiempo. Escúchame todo el tiempo. Si quieres tocar, tocar ahora. Buena suerte a los dos.
Shout out to Chris McNulty. Every time I hear this dude, he gets better and better with his Spanish. That's awesome. I know you're trying to do the Spanish stuff.
Yes, I definitely am, por supuesto. But Chris has got me beat on that referee introduction there.
All right, here we go. Kicking off the fight here with Ochoa and Padilla. Padilla in the blue and Ochoa with the black. And Shane, if Ochoa, he has that Mexican style boxing, but he's switching stance, throwing in the kicks right from the start.
Well, he said he's got the Taekwondo background, and you're forced to switch your stance. You're ambidextrous in that art. So people sleep on Taekwondo, but it's a good base art.
Padilla very cautious. He does have that dynamic type of style. Could the nerves be playing a role right here, Alex?
I don't think so. I think nerves are out the window at this point. I think once your name is called, a lot of fighters seem to relate that everything just stops and you're there to do one job, and that is to either knock or finish your opponent.
Yes, as he does have a flashiness to his work due to that style of fighting that they teach at the Gold Shed Academy. Trains with Alberto Montes, who's competed here in Combate Global in previous times, with purple belt jiu-jitsu. So don't sleep on the ground game with this young kid.
And he said to me yesterday, too, how much more confident he is since he's moved over to Goat Shed. He's learning things he didn't even know existed. And his striking, he looks super confident. He's letting the hands go. He's mixing it up, calf kicks, flicking that leg up high. That's my kind of striking.
Get a lot of technique at Goat Shed, world kickboxing champion Asim, and also his jiu-jitsu pedigree coming from the Danaher squad, and has a great lineage there. But now we're seeing all the strikes that we need to see in this matchup.
Man, this is going to be a doozy. We're only at not even midway through the first round. And there's the thing that really just caught my attention was there's no feeling each other out. We're just straight to the point. We're kicking, we're punching right from the start. Oh! Padilla trying with a takedown. Good way of positioning himself, Ochoa, with that hand down to get right back to his feet, using La Jaula to help himself to prevent that takedown from Padilla. And you could tell that Padilla's confidence in the jiu-jitsu, he wants to try it out here tonight.
Watch the groin, watch the groin.
Yeah, and the awesome thing about Combate Global is we're all about mucha más acción. So if things get too much of a stalemate, the referee will not hesitate to break it up.
I'll give you a little friendly reminder there. I'll give you a little, hey guys, let's speed it up here. Let's get some action, because that's what we're all about here. Mucho más acción. Much more action.
Still a lot going on here. Ochoa using that right arm to get the wizard to hike Padilla up. But then look how the free arms here, they're fighting for the underhook, because that could be, exactly, it could be a knee, could be an elbow, could be punches thrown, or you get to a better position to get the takedown.
2 minutes left in the first round here in the second bout of the evening. Padilla went 5-1 as an amateur. He also dabbled in amateur boxing. He did win a title as a mixed martial artist in the amateur rankings. But he said, listen, I needed to go pro. I felt very confident, and the time was now to do it. Look at Ochoa sizing up, squaring off his opponent. Oh, good way of putting up those hands up.
Could we see some of that flashy style coming up here?
That could be a teaser from Padilla about that flashiness. And Shane, that low kick, that taekwondo that you talk about, being shown right here.
I'm telling you, man, I'm loving these kicks from both these athletes. Oh, good check right there. Turning the shin outward. You're expecting to hit something soft. Yeah.
Tons of kicks here. I know you like that Muay Thai. We're seeing it right here with those kicks, Shane. Echoes inside the Univision studios. We're heading out close to less than a minute to go with Padilla in blue, Ochoa in black.
Neither athlete slowing down. Still got a pep to the step.
And that's the scary part, because we talk about if you bring all that energy in that first round, you got to live up to it. But both of these guys are bringing the energy. They've been consistent with it throughout the round.
Telling you.
Ooh. Oh, great fake and a feint with a kick, but followed it through.
Stomps on the knee.
I love the switching of stance.
Calf kick.
There it is again.
Stomp.
Some people think that's a little dirty.
Hey. Anything goes when you're in there, as long as it's legal.
I'm under the belief that you're trying to punch me in the head and knock me out. I can kick you in the knee.
Anything goes, Shane. My life is at stake, then I got to do whatever I can to get that victory as we are headed to the end of the first round. And here we go, the second chapter
Round
of
2.
this
You ready?
bout.
Ready? Fight!
Padilla in blue, Ochoa in black. Second round. Will we see that consistency in energy from both these guys? We're about to find out.
You know, the people in Mexicali are chanting Puro Chicali. We've had some stars from Mexicali, and you know that Mexico as a country is super tough. But when you talk about those border towns, they have a different type of tenacity and way that they train. And I feel like we could start seeing that here. But will it become a nightmare with Isaac Padilla and his flashy style against Ochoa?
Ochoa wants to change that nightmare and try it to a dream, Shane.
The beginning of round 2 is always the most interesting part of any fight, because how will each fighter make an adjustment? Ochoa's been attacking that lead leg with that side kick, stomping on the knee, and he's already, look, there it is again. How does Padilla deal with that? What is the adjustment? I like that right there. He just evades, he takes the target away. But how can he negate it entirely? Look, now here come the hands.
But look at this, how Ochoa's switching stance there, trying to confuse Padilla, but he keeps very poised, very calm, Shane.
Great takedown defense. Turns Padilla, gets his back up against the cage. Good head positioning.
And the last time they were up against the cage like this in the first round, I thought there was some awesome elbows off the break like we're just seeing now, and then back straight at distance.
Called it, Alex.
Second fight of the evening. La Loba will be main eventing along against Abril.
I want to see more of those question mark kicks.
He went for it.
Be fun.
Love those question mark kicks.
His right hand from Padilla has been his best weapon. That one's finding a home. Because Ochoa's hands are a little low. Tries to take down again.
Padilla again using that
wizard.
Yeah, trying to see if he could bring him down using that leg. Any opportunity that he can find. But this right here position, Alex, it could be very exhausting for Padilla. He's trying to put all that power, that strength to take down his opponent.
Burns your arms out. You start to feel the lactic acid build up. And if this fight goes the distance, you're only going to fade from that. So if you're not getting the takedown, it might be better disengaging, like Alex said. Strike off the break. Try to land that elbow. Try to get a cut.
One of my favorite videos of yours right now, Shane, is the technical breakdown you did with Maritza Sanchez and her head positioning against Fernanda. Beautiful work. What could be better done from Isaac over here?
From Isaac, so what my coach Bob Peach always says is you want to look through the neck like a pane of glass. Imagine their neck is transparent. You're trying to look through it. So you can see the head right now. The position I would change a little bit is try to look through them. Use your head as a weapon, as a tool. Right here, we're in a little bit of a neutral position. Knees are being landed from Ochoa.
And there we go. Now he can get the head under the chin and look through.
That's it right there.
I don't know if you noticed, guy, but Padilla take a look there to his corner. Obviously, you want to see if you can take some advice. But is that just a little bit of that first pro debut? You want to make sure you're finding directions from your corner?
Sometimes it's easier said than done. You want to listen, but you can't hear it. You got the adrenaline pumping. You hear the crowd.
And then whatever they're saying, it just sounds like Snoopy when,
vowels.
Yeah, because this makes no sense and everything is just white.
Exactly.
Makes no complete sense, guys. That is what it's like. If you've never competed, that is what it feels and hears when you're in the middle of a fight, as we're approaching the 1 minute mark in this second round. Shout out to all the folks watching us on YouTube.
Saca los dedos.
Dirty boxing here. Knees to the thigh being thrown by Padilla. And return knees from Ochoa going to the body.
Okay, vamos.
Ochoa's
Vamos
corner
a mover
telling him
los
to
dos.
put his hands
Más
on his
acción.
hips. Way of wrapping up a 1-2 combination from Ochoa, followed by the kick of Padilla.
Beautiful slip and rip.
Tried to go for that liver shot, Shane.
Yeah, after slipping the right hand too. Look, the head movement from Ochoa. Excellent.
Alex, do you see the pace though from a Padilla coming down just a tad bit, Alex?
I don't think it's slowed down too much. I think when they were up against a cage, like Shane said, getting good head positioning, but when they're at distance, we're just seeing that flashiness. It's all a matter of time before something crazy lands.
We're approaching now less than 10 seconds to go, and we're headed to the third round of this bout. Padilla and Ochoa.
Red Bull.
Good fight.
Great stuff in that second round.
Quiero que te mandes más en ángulos. Ok. Boxeas. Cuando sientes que lo conectas, dale un patín. Ok. Eso. Solamente quiero que boxees y termines con tus patadas. Ok. Ok. Frames. ¿Me hacen el dedo? Frame.
Right from the start, his coach is telling him as soon as you go in there at the kick and follow through. Alex, walk us through.
Great work by both fighters here. And the exchanges, they're wild and come in bunches. But here, solid rights, looking to connect. But it's the switch stancing that really throws it off.
Right, and Shane, how do you adapt that? You got to practice that in training.
Well, it's hard because if you don't have a sparring partner to do that for you, it's really hard to get used to it in the middle of a fight.
Who wants it the
Final
most?
round. You ready? You ready?
Last round. Padilla in blue, Ochoa in black.
Great professional debut so far from Padilla.
You would have never known that this is his pro debut.
Exactly.
Ochoa
Really
going
good
in
fight.
for those haymakers, though.
He's throwing more jabs, and I think that's probably what the corner told him is don't swing wide. Don't go for power. Don't worry about power. Just touch him. Establish your reign with the jab. Oof. Find him first. And he attacks the calf.
And if you perfect that jab, you could just do wonders with that thing.
It's a game changer for sure. But Ochoa's just got a lot of tricks from both stances.
Those low kicks, I think he was doing a lot of those calf kicks earlier on for Ochoa, but hasn't done so much so far in this first minute of the round.
You read my mind. I was thinking the same thing. We were going to see that side kick again.
Because that's what was benefiting him, kicking him under and then following through with the combination, which is what his coach was telling him, but he's not doing it right now. Alex, does he get that opportunity? But I don't think he is to go to the ground. He was attempting to it earlier on in this fight, Alex, but the opening is not there. Ochoa's just coming in swinging.
He's coming in, and when you asked me earlier about the pace, it's not as much the pace. Wow, a crazy exchange going on right now.
That would have been a highlight reel.
If this is your first time watching Combate Global, you got to be hooked right now. This is some excellent striking right now. 3 rounds of it, nonstop.
Man, if it's the first time, welcome, bienvenidos, yoko so. I can go on with other words of saying welcome in different languages. But this is what Mucho Más Acción is all about. And we were talking about the takedown. There it is. He attempted to do it, Alex.
Yeah, the attempt to do it. Because, like you mentioned, the pace on the feet, it's not that it really slowed down. It's that front leg. It's almost like he's being heavy on it from the damage that Ochoa has been able to enforce on Padilla. So now we're back into this exchange. We're going to see if he'll be able to get a takedown here. But when it's in the third round, you're slippery. You're really going to have to find a lot of energy to get that finish.
Ochoa, though, just doing a great way of preventing that takedown, Shane. Positioning his back and La Hala, using that psychology.
He stopped every single one. Every single takedown from Padilla has been stopped from Ochoa. Really impressed with that takedown defense. And look, he's gaining energy here, right? He's not overexerting himself. You can see he's taking deep breaths. Now he's got energy, and he's going to work the striking, work the footwork.
Again, off the break, though, seeing some flashiness. Just saw the spinning elbow off the break. What will we see here at distance with 2 minutes left in the third round? He's got to be hungry to win his first professional fight.
He's got to go for it now.
Big stage of Combate Global, too.
Less than 2 minutes to go. Who wants it the most? It's all for the marbles here. Does Ochoa add another victory and remain undefeated as a pro? Or does Padilla get his phone? Try to go for the spinning kick, not for the takedown. Or does Padilla go on and get his first victory as a pro? Not much time left. You gotta go right now.
Padilla proving he belongs here.
For sure.
I mean, totally game, very well rounded. Ochoa just seems to have an answer for everything. Just a little bit ahead on the striking, stuffing the takedowns.
About a minute to go. Padilla still attempting for the takedown. If he takes that takedown, Alex, does it make a major difference? It's Padilla going with the advantage if we leave it to the judges.
I don't think that'll be a deciding factor. But you got to imagine that these guys knew where they were at going in, so they're going to leave it all out there for the last 35 seconds of this round.
And they're giving it their all. They're giving it their best. This is what Combate Global is all about.
That's a good point from Alex. I don't think a takedown's enough to get the win. So at this point, you got 20 seconds left. Disengage and just throw.
Well, you know, I'm excited to see what's going to happen in those last 10 seconds.
Now, if it was a takedown with vicious ground and pound for the rest of the round, that'd be a different story.
Here we go. 10 seconds. This is what Combate is all about. They're going to go all out. They're going to go through everything. Who wants it the most? On the kick. Anything goes. This is Combate. Mucho más acción.
Beautiful finish.
After 3 rounds of much more action, this is the final decision. Después de 3 vueltas de mucha más acción, esta es la decisión oficial. El juez James Lázaro entrega tarjeta de 30-27, 30-27 in favor of Ochoa. El juez Elian Rodríguez entrega tarjeta de 29-28, 29-28 in favor of Padilla. And the judge Armando Álvarez turns in card of 29-28, 29-28. And the winner, by way of split decision, el ganador por decisión dividida, Isaac Padilla!
The hometown guy, the man who is making his professional debut, has taken the victory home. An emotional dude wrapped up in the blue and white flag of Nicaragua.
What a moment.
I don't know where he is.
A country that has been a feeding ground. Top fighters like Alexis Arguello, Roman Chocolatito in boxing. Lots of history there, getting the shot out there by Alberto Montes, who competed here in Combate Global. Great victory for the young man of Nicaragua who now lives in Miami. And we saw the burst from the crowd because he resides right here in South Florida. Alex, great fight.
Great fight from these two. Getting the win was Isaac Padilla. And a really well-deserved win at that. Let's take a look at some of this action. Solid kicks, and Ochoa was absolutely stunned that he lost this one. But how about that double leg attempt? And then some of the striking, Shane.
Yeah, I mean, listen, this was a super, super close fight. Personally, I thought Ochoa did enough to win, but I mean, he's got to keep his chin up high because he fought excellently. He proved himself to be a threat in the division. But Padilla just, kept coming forward. He was the aggressor, and got the win.
And I feel like now it's an even better storyline because when you lose a close split decision, now we have something to talk about, a chip on your shoulder for your next fight.
I mean, I wouldn't mind seeing a rematch personally.
Ooh.
That was an awesome fight.
Get to social media tomorrow. Well, I'm sure there'll be a talk of rematch.
Oh, yeah.
You know how they did go ahead and back. But some amazing stuff. Spinning back kicks and haymakers from Ochoa. This fight just had it all. And it showed the type of fighters that we have in Combate Global. And up next, This is going to be a great one between Lopez. Marcos Lopez returning to Combate Global. Last time he competed was in 2021. He's hungry. He's really hungry for a victory. And his opponent is Luis Escudero, a man who's made a lot of waves in social media, but also as a fighter. He plans on getting his first victory here in Combate Global, as he fell short last time around when he took on Carlos Cordoba out of Costa Rica. Thanks again for watching us live right here on YouTube all over the world. So many places are watching us, from Cleveland to Texas to Washington, from Philly. We're worldwide, hence the name Combate Global. We all over. No matter where you are, let us know where you're watching. And the action has just been phenomenal, Alex.
Yeah, I mean, we get the finish in the first fight and then go in the distance. And Isaac Padilla getting the nod in his pro debut, that's a special moment, especially in his pre-fight interviews. He talked about how he's two different people, inside La Jaula and outside. And immediately after he gets that win, after being a vicious monster, he breaks down in tears. So that just goes to show the emotion that we see from these guys. There's a lot more that goes into this than just the X's and O's of fighting.
That bout pretty much defines what Combate Global is all about, which is mucho más acción, much more action. But don't worry, there's a lot more. And up next, we have Marcos Lopez returning to La Jaula, taking on Luis Escudero. The last time we saw him, he was focused, then somehow decided to change his game plan. He said, that's not going to happen anymore. I'm going to get that victory, as we get ready to see these two go toe-to-toe. Lopez 5-6. And Escudero 3-3. He's trying to get off of that 500 record and boost it up and make it 4-3 as we go ahead and meet these two dudes, Lopez and Escudero.
Mi nombre es Luis Pride Escudero y soy de Hermosillo, Sonora. El balance en la creación de contenido y también en el rollo del combate, en dedicarme al MMA profesionalmente. Yo no soy un TikToker o un creador de contenido que también pelea. Yo soy un peleador que también crea contenido. Entonces llevo ya más de 10 años dedicándome a pelear, mientras que llevo solamente entre 3 y 4 años creando contenido. Eso habla bastante. Pero también esa es una de las cosas que quiero demostrar en esta pelea. Quiero demostrar que más que nada, más que cualquier otra cosa, yo soy un peleador profesional.
My name is Marcos, and I'm from Spokane, Washington. I started MMA at 15. It's always a story why I did it, but I did it for my family. My fighting style, I always named it as a technical brawler. I think it's evolved through the years, you know. I'm always learning, I'm always growing, I'm always soaking everything up like a sponge.
Sé que es un oponente que está bastante experimentado. Sé que su especialidad es el jiu-jitsu. Las victorias que tiene, por lo que he visto, las tiene en sometimientos, pero yo también tengo sometimientos, yo también tengo finalizaciones. Entonces, esta vez, y yo creo que él también tiene mucho que estudiarme, así como yo también lo estuve estudiando, y espero que lo haya hecho para que sea una buena pelea y entretenida.
You're gonna expect me tonight. You're gonna see someone that's not gonna back down. That's gonna give it all his heart.
Pueden esperar que hayan bombas, pueden esperar que haya un muy buen show, van a estar entretenidos y no van a poder cerrar los ojos.
I can't wait for that one. I love the T-shirt that Escudero was wearing. I'm not going to repeat what it says. If you know, you know. In Spanish, we'll leave it at that. But it's pretty cool stuff to see as these guys are walking. What are you looking forward to, Escudero, here, real quickly?
Escudero's got really good kicks. He's got really good hands. I think you got to try to shut that down with the calf kick again. We'll see.
Find out. Beatriz Cal, let's introduce the fighters.
Entering the cage, Marcos Lopez.
Marcos Lopez returning to La Jaula. Last time we saw him in action in 2021. But the thing about this guy, Shane, is that he's been on a losing streak. And when you're a pro fighter, when is the time to say, okay, I think to hang it up?
You ain't got to worry about losing at that point. You put everything on the line.
Beatriz, that's his opponent.
Su oponente, Luis Escudero.
This guy reminds me of an anime figure, maybe Naruto or Dragon Ball Z. I know he's a big fan of that, but Escudero, man, charismatic dude.
He's a charismatic dude. It shows on social media. And he cares not just about his own fight career, but other people's too. He teaches a lot of self-defense for women, and he is just someone that keeps on giving to the community. So it's going to be nice to see him come back potentially after the tough loss he had to Costa Rican Carlos Cordoba.
Well, let's meet a little more about these guys that are about to step in or stepped in already in La Jaula. The tail of the tape. The differences there equal reach at 70-inch in the weight class right there and then. Ready for the action as we get ready for the action. The official introduction from Beatriz Calles.
Continuamos con mucha más acción este duelo. En la división peso pluma, we continue with much more action this bout. In the featherweight division, los jueces son, the judges are James Lázaro, Elian Rodríguez, and Robert Christopher Edgehill. Y ahora, damas y caballeros, llegó el momento de un combate global. Presentando la esquina azul, in the blue corner, wearing green, vestido de verde. Su peso oficial, 144.2 libras. His official weight, 144.2 pounds. Con un récord profesional de 5 victorias y 6 derrotas. With a pro record of 5 victories and 6 losses. From Spokane, Washington, Marcos El Toro Lopez. In the red corner, en la esquina roja, wearing red, vestido de rojo. Su peso oficial, 146 libras. He tipped the scale at 146 pounds. Esta noche entra a la jaula con un récord de 3 victorias y 2 derrotas. Tonight, he enters la jaula with a record of 3 victories and 2 losses. De sangre mexicana, Mera Hermosilla, Sonora, México. Luis Pride Escudero. El referee, Marcos Pérez de Panamá.
Ok, ya saben las reglas. Quiero una pelea limpia. Sigan mi comando, choquen guantes si quieren. A sus esquinas.
We just got word that there was some discrepancies from the Florida Boxing Commission, and Ochoa ended up taking the victory. It was not Padilla. Ochoa took the victory by decision. We were just notified right now.
Well,
But
Shane
this
was right on his call then.
I'm not crazy. Okay, I know what
I'm
I'm
going to
talking
switch seats, go to the judging, because I think... All right, that's enough of the talking here. As we get ready, Escudero and Lopez going at it. Oh, that kick!
Pride immediately unleashing some hard kicks. And now we're going to see if he wants to go to the ground or if he wants to keep things standing.
That right there is a hard calf kick that just tumbled Lopez right to the ground, Shane.
I like how Escudero calmed himself down. He passed the legs and went for a punch and landed it, and he threw another kick, and he's like, you know what? Stand it back up. I'm winning this. Let me take my time.
Right, and that's the last time that we saw him. He got a little bit too overconfident, he said. And he wasn't too focused. He was having too much fun, didn't stick to the strategy. It's a different type of fighter that we're seeing here right now, like you said. He took him down, didn't go for the kill. He's taking his time.
Kind of looks like he's playing with his food right now.
Right. It's like a lion chasing his prey. Corner stating to Lewis, use some of them feints. Take Lopez off.
Yeah, that low stance from Lopez is very susceptible to the low kicks. You can just see the angle of his leg. If a kick's going to land, you want it to land on your shin, not your calf, not your quad like that.
But he's just exposing that leg with that stance. He's just leaving it out there to take.
Yeah, and it's already starting to bruise. Look at it.
Oh, yeah, he's a little limping. Look at that.
He might not make it out of this round.
Oh, that may be done. Kind of similar position last time we saw Combate Luis Escudero. Guy didn't even break a sweat.
Wow, what a redemption story for Luis Pride Escudero. Highlight reel of that TikTok.
Woo! Remember, the guy is a fighter who makes content, and this is a perfect example.
El tiempo oficial, 1 minuto y 43 segundos del round número 1, the official time. 1 minute and 43 seconds of round number 1. And the winner by technical knockout, y el ganador por knockout técnico, Luis Escudero.
¡Arriba México! I think Studio Ghibli has to make an anime off this guy. He definitely has the look. He'll give Totoro a run for his money. If you guys know anime, then you know what you're talking about. Hey, great win for this guy.
So hard, man. You made us train.
And let's take a listen here. There's sportsmanship there, and just beautiful stuff to see. Alex, take us through it.
An awesome showing. Marcus Lopez could not get it done. Fell short to Luis Pride Escudero. And just taking in the moments before the fight. Enjoying the moment. And now, those calf kicks, Shane, those gotta hurt.
Yeah, way to come back after a loss, too, and just, like, really prove a point here. And he gets such a good snap on those kicks. The timing's right. The accuracy is there. But, man, those things gotta hurt.
But that stance, just right from the start, was kind of awkward. Just going all the way low and exposing that calf. It's like, here, take it while you're at it.
Yeah,
all right, Drake Randall, gonna make his debut. The guy was on a 6-fight winning streak. Got a loss, picked him back up, learned a lot from it, taking out Ferreira, who debuted in Combate Glove with a crazy winning streak, but lost to Chimi Morales. He's returning back, and when I saw this guy, he meant business. We're ready to go to have Ferreira and Randall. All right, Drake Randall trains with Austin Arnett, a respected academy. Has a lot of stuff to prove here tonight, going on Jose Ferreira. Your thoughts on Drake?
Drake, he's ready to go. He told me that his mentality coming in is that he just wants to have fun. He's coming off a great finish at Excite Fight, his coach Rick Little's promotion. So he's feeling that momentum, and now he has a tough test in Tiro Loco.
Jose Ferreira, when I spoke to him yesterday, I've spoken to many fighters, but something just fed off of his energy. The guy is poised, and he's ready for that victory. He told me anything, the worst thing that could happen in my life, do not care. I'm here for one reason, and that's to get a victory.
Yeah, that's awesome. Training with Mike Valley, VFS, like the range management, preventing strikes from landing, and landing at will. This kid is a sniper, and I think he's going to get the job done.
Sniper is a good way of describing Jose Ferreira, especially with those hands, very quick, very active. And he's cornered today by Ignacio Bahamondes, who's a well-known, respected fighter from Chile. Had the opportunity to spar with him, so trust me, the guy means business. But before they walk into La Jaula, let's get to know Ferreira and Randall before they duke it out inside La Jaula in a 3-round warfare that's expected to deliver a lot of action. Just like our motto here at Combate Global Force, mucho más acción, much more action. Getting ready for this one. I can't wait, guys. Woo, man, I'm excited for it. Could potentially be fight of the night. I know I'm talking about the co-main event, but this may take it. So far, what fights are you liking? Let us know on YouTube. Let's meet Randall and Ferreira.
Soy José Ferreira Muñoz y soy de Temuco. A mi parecer, el peleador chileno tenemos como un ADN bastante variado, pero siempre apegado como a la raza indígena. Mi estilo de pelea sí, en realidad ha evolucionado muchísimo. De mí mismo, el control de las emociones, el saber cuándo emocionarme, el saber también cuándo estar calmado y cuándo estar frío. Entonces ha evolucionado en ese sentido, que estoy mucho más capacitado para entenderme al momento de pelear.
My name is Drake Randall, and I'm from Lewiston, Idaho. I've wrestled my whole life, and then 2.5 years ago, almost 3, I decided that I was just going to start doing MMA. I just always wanted to do it, and I finally just took the shot and did it. It's taught me a lot of life lessons, and you're on your own, and you got no one else there to help you, so figure it out.
Yo creo que la pelea se va a desarrollar en el clinch, en el wrestling, ya que su fuerte es el wrestling, pero igual él se va a encontrar con que también yo tengo un suelo bueno, entonces ahí como que vamos a chocar.
I have a funky fighting style. I'm different. I'm a wrestler, but I definitely am a unique fighting style. Grappling is my strength.
Esta noche de mí pueden esperar un tiro loco más maduro, más inteligente, al momento de pelear o estar afuera de la jaula.
I'm gonna go hard and I'm gonna go out there and do what I gotta do to get the win.
Well, Drake Randall is no stranger to gold. He won a belt at a regional promotion where he is at, and lots of eyes are on Randall to see what he's capable of doing here in his debut at Combate Global. But enough of the talking. Let's get to the formal introduction of Randall and Ferreira. Beatriz Callis.
Entrando a la jaula, Drake Randall.
Drake Randall wrestled at his university and said, all right, I've had enough of wrestling. I need to now get my tail in mixed martial arts. A champion in his home state. Alex, debut though, Combate Global, different story.
Yeah, there's definitely a different type of pressure, but he's working with the likes of Michael Chiesa and looks up to fighters like Sean Brady and Max Holloway, so we know he's bringing that action.
His opponent, Jose Ferreira.
Man who trains at a Valley Flow Striking, home to many champions, including a good friend, Juliana Pena. Man, serious, this guy moves. It's like a Terminator in there.
That physique too. Look at him, you know he's in shape.
Jacked, ready to go. I'm excited for this one, Beatrice. He's getting ready. Get ready for the tail of the tape. 28 years young for Drake Randall compared to the 27, just a 1 year difference. The 5'11" height advantage goes to Drake Randall. 16-inch reach, so not too far apart. And the weight 156 to 155.4 pounds for Jose Ferreira. It's now time to duke it up inside La Jaula.
Continuamos con mucha más acción este duelo. En la división peso ligero, we continue with much more action this bout. In the lightweight division, los jueces son, the judges are Armando Álvarez, James Lázaro, and Rob Christopher Edgehill. Y ahora, damas y caballeros, llegó el momento de un combate global. Presentando la esquina azul, in the blue corner, wearing black, vestido de negro. Su peso oficial, 156 libras. He tipped the scale at 156 pounds. Con un récord profesional de 6 victorias y una derrota. With a pro record of 6 victories and 1 defeat. From Lewiston, Idaho, Drake Randall. En la esquina roja, in the red corner, wearing red, vestido de rojo. Su peso oficial, 155.4 libras. His official weight, 155.4 pounds. Con un récord profesional de 12 victorias y 2 derrotas. With a pro record of 12 victories and 2 losses. De Temuco, Chile, vía Chicago, Illinois. Jose Tiro Loco Ferreira. El referee, Christopher Miño.
Bring it in. Okay, I'm gonna do English and Spanish. Escúchame todo el tiempo, cuídate todo el tiempo. Protect yourself at all times, obey my commands all times. If you guys want to touch gloves, go ahead. Buena suerte, good luck.
And here we go. Ferreira in the red, representing Chile. Taking on his opponent, Drake Randall, representing the United States of America.
Fight!
Here we go.
I'd imagine Drake Randall here wants to smother the sniper, right? Get inside his bunker, drop a grenade, take him down.
Great way to start off there to get the momentum going. So Drake throwing in some hands. Jose Ferreira, they've been more poised, more calm, more cool and collective, Alex, compared to other times we've seen him here.
He's definitely no stranger to La Jaula and in on a takedown attempt. But Jose Ferreira, great defense on that.
And that is what Ferreira said. He said the fight will be determined into clinch because I know he likes to go to the ground. And Ferreira himself is very confident that he has good offense and defense on the ground to counter Drake's ability down there.
Like you said, Rodolfo, very poised from Ferreira. But now he locks up the body clinch. Good head positioning, but he eats a couple of shots. Nothing's going to do any significant damage.
It goes to the good old saying, Shane, you learn more from your defeats than your wins.
That's it. Yeah, it forces you to look at the things you did wrong, and you got to fix them. Otherwise, it's just going to keep on happening.
Because when you come time, let's say you're in a winning streak, you still come with a mentality, you're going to kill, you're going to finish it off real quick, but the defeat just tell, all right, I got to calm down, because if I do dumb things like that, I'm going to get another loss.
That's it. When you win, you tend to look at the things you did right. Look at his takedown. Wow.
That's that power from Ferreira, man. He's just a savage in there.
And look at Randall, gets right back to his feet, no problem. Got the wizard. Going for the Uchimata.
And he trains with some savages out there at Valley Flow.
It is pretty cool to see Tiro Loco challenge the guy that has been wrestling since he was a kid. It really goes to show he wants to test himself on all aspects, and part of the reason he got into MMA was because he just likes the extreme aspect of it, and we saw some of that in that vicious takedown. What will we see off the cage here now?
Randall,
solid.
Randall, a family man, fights for his daughter. Said that's his biggest achievement.
That's awesome.
And hey, listen, kudos to this guy. He took this fight in short notice, Alex.
10 days notice. But when you stay ready, you don't have to get ready.
That's it. A true gladiator.
And the confidence that he has that he could take a victory over a guy like Jose Ferreira. Traveling different time zones too, that comes into play, right, Shane?
Yeah, that's exactly right. And let's not forget, Drake Randall was undefeated until he got caught. He got caught with a spinning wheel kick, which is one of the most powerful strikes that a human being can throw.
One thing I've noticed, though, about his stance is he kind of leaves himself a bit quite open, his feet wide open. I know he's trying, and it's like you're telegraphing. You know that you're going to come in for the takedown, Shane.
Right. It's one of those things, though. You know it's coming, and even though you're expecting it, if he wants to get it and he's good enough at it, his offense is going to be better than your defense. Although Ferreira's doing a good job here. Landing knees in the clinch, even though his back is against the cage.
It's kind of like he's crunching down at that stance.
That's that boxer-wrestler stance.
Right.
Got to be careful of the front kick up the center.
Uppercuts as well. As he come in, real lean in.
Shut it.
Caught right in there.
Ferreira's got a great straight right hand.
Ooh, got hit. Oh.
Time. Right here.
Caught in the eye.
Right
of course,
here.
inadvertently.
Yeah, it happens.
Stay right here. Stay right here.
Drake felt that one. He showed.
Look at me.
Oof, let's take a look here exactly what happened.
Way right here. Way right here.
Oh, well, quite see it from the zooming in of the finger. Not quite sure. Let's see here. He goes a different angle.
Okay. It's okay.
Oh, yeah, right there. Ooh, wee.
And I mean, think about it. Like, if you ever
He
had
wasn't
an
stopping
eyelash,
a leak there, man.
Can you open it? You want to see the
It was an accident, so.
think about how annoying an eyelash in your eyeball is.
You got time. You got up to 5 minutes.
Happened the other
You wanna
day.
just
when
take the
I was
time?
rolling the other day. Some guy was just smashing my face, and the next day it's just so annoying.
It stinks.
He's going to take the time.
He's going to take that time. 5 minutes to go.
Let's bring the doc in.
Things that happen.
Are you ready to go?
Just taking some time. Drake Randall.
That's that referee camera there, Alex.
Montana State, Northern, and Eastern Oregon University. Eye pokes not as common in wrestling, but MMA, they happen all the time, and it's not easy to come back from those. Especially if it's a scratch.
Doctor's coming in to check out the eye.
Says he wants to go, but I want you to look at it.
Referee just said that it looks pretty bad.
No coaching.
But wanted to find confirmation from the doctor. Drake definitely wants this to keep going.
All right. Thank you. All right. You ready?
Doc
sure?
Gave the green light.
Start
We got to fight.
Right here.
Fight on.
Ready? Fight.
Things that happen in MMA and fighting, but hey, we live to see another day, and Drake is a warrior with a strong heart, wants to compete no matter what. And a shot right hand. Ferreira on the floor. Could this be a victory for Randall? Now he has it. He wants it where he wants it, on the floor with the wrestling.
He's got Ferreira in a really tough position here with his neck cranked against the cage there.
This is where Drake wants to fight. Right on the floor where he feels very comfortable.
Stacking Ferreira. Ground and pound is coming.
67% of his victories have been by way of submission.
30 seconds here left in the round. Let's see if we can do some damage.
We have a lot of folks from Idaho, Washington that are supporting Drake Randall here on our YouTube channel.
And listen, I stand corrected. I thought Ferreira would have the advantage on the feet, but
got right back up. And now Ferreira coming back. Use some of the flash. He's trying to go with a spinning back fist. Oh no!
You good? It was at the bell.
Was a little bit late.
It was at the bell.
It was at the yeah. It was almost there.
it's
It was
arguable.
there. It was almost there.
It's arguable.
Yeah, it's
Ferreira wanted to get his points back, but
it's there. Let's take a look back at that first round action. Started off a little slow, but the pace started picking up, Alex.
Yeah, the pace definitely did. And when Drake got him to the ground, oh, that was my favorite takedown of the round. Beautiful work. That was the late hit we saw.
You know, it's so hard.
Corner out.
It seemed like the sound of the bell just finished when it got clocked. It's just hard to call.
Here's what I'll say.
I think that buzzer beater was good.
Yeah.
I think that was at the bell. I'm just letting you know.
Drake
It was at the bell. Referee just confirmed it.
Yeah. Drake seemed to relax.
Ready?
Right?
Ready?
And
Fight.
then he got caught. Let's see how he recovers 1 minute later.
I don't know. After he got eye poked, he got angry. Now that late hit, he might get angry again and show Tiro Loco what's up.
But it goes to show you guys, protect yourself at all times.
You said it. Good spinning back kick by
Never
Ferreira.
sleep on your opponent because anything can happen. Now those calf kicks, he started throwing a lot of those in that first round, Alex, for Jose Ferreira to break down and chop off that wrestler of Drake. Great straight shot from Ferreira.
Yeah, we're starting to see the flow add up for Tiro Loco here.
He's feeling very comfortable in the pocket change. Shane.
It seemed like he almost took the first couple of minutes off. I wouldn't say the entire first round off, but he took the first 2 minutes off, got the takedown, and then he's like, you know what, I got to turn it on. I got to let the hands go. Now he woke up. Now he's flowing.
It's like when you wake up, it's a really cold day, you warm up the car, you know, let the motor run in, let that smoke from the back.
Watch the fingers.
And you let it
Cuidado con los
ride.
dedos. Cuidado.
Ooh.
He's landing that body shot really well. Off slipping the right hand.
I'm sure that these hits are being heard all the way into Washington and Idaho. So there's loud in here in Univision Studios. Oh, way straight there, but not much packing of a punch from Ferreira.
Hands are a little low from Drake.
Yeah, and that's the thing. I think as we get later into the fight, it could be a problem for Drake. Look at he keeps getting connected with that shot.
He's starting to get tagged now.
I've been calling out that stance from the beginning. It's a little wonky in MMA because you expose yourself.
Let's see what he can do with this front headlock position here. Working his way to the back, but great defense from Randall.
Man, Ferreira is just like he just powered up in this round, huh? It's like he had a boost of energy.
Telling you, this could be a shift here. Look, he's got him up against the cage. He's landing the knees. He's saying, do me a favor, slow down a little bit.
Man, we've seen so many great fighters from Chile that have made their way here to Combate Global. Made a name for, oh, great trip from Jose Ferreira. This could be another country that could have another hot
hand lands flush. Look at this.
This probably could be it for Ferreira. He walks patient.
You got to protect yourself. You got to protect yourself.
telling Drake to protect himself. The referee camera showing you that point of view action right there, and then Let's see if Ferreira may have to go through some sort of a submission.
It's a crucifix.
Yep. Horrible position to be in. Good way of defending it from Drake. Now in guard.
Wow.
Now passing.
Look at this.
Guard.
Drake Randall able to weather that storm. I thought it was over for a second there.
Man, oh man. Again, baby, this is combate global. Whether it's on the feet or it's on the ground, we're mucho más acción.
And we do know that Tiro Loco has submission ability, but they've come more in the forms of either rear naked chokes, anaconda chokes, not much off of his back. So we're really going to want to see him get a sweep here, not take too much damage from the ground and pound, but wow, how the tables have turned.
Now, this could
Look at this.
stop.
Oh, reversal to get up. Back to the feet.
Holy cow, Drake needs to be careful. The guy keeps that head down, Shane.
It's that right hand. I was telling you, that right hand just finds the home.
Good stuff to bob and weave there for Drake.
I think this last minute could mean a lot.
Desperate measures. Drake going in for the takedown attempt. Less than a minute to go.
Really powerful sprawl. I love the way he works the front headlock from there.
Talked about those anaconda chokes. Alex. Different chokes that Ferreira has. Ferreira now.
Yes, this guy got to dig deep.
That gas got to start kicking in. Good way of Drake protecting himself, keeping those hands up.
It really looks like Tiro Loco's trying to line something up here.
The way he bobs and weaves though with his head down, this is very dangerous, Shane.
He's wary of the right hand. He's trying to evade that right hand because that's the one that's been hurting him. Woo, that one landed flush in the face.
Holy cow, Alex! That uppercut, that's what we're talking about. Got hit. Wow, man!
Nice finish to the round.
Pure action. You hear the corner of Drake Randall. You can blank this fight. Win this victory.
You can win this fight still. You hear me?
Alex, man, I don't know about you, my pulse is racing.
And when you're bloodied in the nose, that really hinders your breathing. But wow, these replays. Beautiful head kick from Tiro Loco, but how about that striking, Shane?
Now, you know what's funny is the side he keeps getting hit on is the left side. That's also the eye that got poked.
Yeah.
So is his vision compromised a little bit? Is he not seeing these punches coming? Not taking anything away from Ferreira. Look at this highlight.
Let me tell you guys, that's something that...
Okay, Drake, up.
You know, when you're a fighter and you want to keep fighting, you're going to say whatever you want to keep the fight going.
Right.
You right here? You're going to go right here? You
But
right
that's
here?
that's your first line of offense and defense. I got to see you to know
Let's
where
see.
to put my
The
hands.
referee, yeah, they're going to check that eye because that could have been an issue. That could be...
Thanks, Doc. All right. Right here. Red.
Good call by Chris McNochie.
Final round. Ready? Ready? Fight!
Yeah, great call from Chris McNochie. They're protecting the fighter, making sure that vision. But again, fighters are going to tell you what they want. They want to continue the fight.
Of course.
We don't know if exactly. I'd love to hear and speak to him afterwards to say, after that poke in the eye, how much of an impact it had on his vision. Oh, that takedown there from Ferreira. Beautifully executed.
We've seen quite a few takedowns off of the cage from Ferreira. Really working that at VFS.
He talked about it, that was going to be the difference in the clinch.
Now can he capitalize while he's close to getting the back, immediately trying to get under the chin with that arm.
Ferreira looking at his corner, letting him go. Oh, we got a big cut. Almost
Stop.
Looked almost at the back of the head. What happened here?
Okay. I know. I stopped it.
Uh-oh.
Well, that could be a little controversial there because I almost thought it was in the back of the head, but then he stopped inside the fight. I don't want to see the replay of this fight.
Drake Randall said he's fine.
It could be because of the vision. We don't know. But
you're taking a lot of damage.
Yeah, a lot of damage, but was it enough for the referee to step in? Let's take a look.
Yeah, it looks like he caught his fall with his face on the cage right here, and I think that's...
But I want to look at that shot one more time.
It kind of appeared
It
as
almost
if he was
looked like it was the back of the head, though. On the side. Okay, there it is. Yeah, maybe that already took him out. Good call there from Chris McNochie. He was already down.
Again, it's all about fighter safety.
Yeah.
Live to fight another day.
Yeah. Because even if they did continue it on, there was going to be a lot of damage. How much would he have survived?
as we go to the official result to Beatrice Callis. I know there's a lot of talk as far as if it was the right call, but, well, we go to the result. Beatrice.
El tiempo oficial, 44 segundos del round número 3. The official time, 44 seconds of round number 3. And the winner by technical knockout, el ganador por knockout técnico, José Ferreira.
José Ferreira picking up that victory. He must feel like $1 million right now. He had coming off a defeat. Now he's back in the winning column once again. Man, when I looked at that guy, he was poised to get that victory, Alex.
Drake Randall getting ready here in the beginning to fight Tiro Loco. Feeling fluid, feeling funky. And we saw plenty of action from these two. Some crazy takedowns. I like this one that we have coming up here.
Man, nothing was left behind, Shane, here, but Drake, good effort on him, especially in that first round.
Yeah, he was looking really sharp in the first round. Ferreira got that nice takedown.
Ooh.
But look at his right hand.
That right hand just took him right down and powered. But then towards the end of that round, Ferreira, I don't know, maybe they fueled up the pump more and had more gas, but he was a different man when he came in that second round, Alex.
Yes, we definitely saw the flow start to happen. Really great cage work, and Chris McNoki ended up making the call, said he'd seen enough, and after the way he was wobbling around like that, I think that's the right call.
Yeah, for a second, I thought that he was just going to let him get back on his feet and hope that he would take it to the center of La Jaula, but that's not the case. All right, this is the fight. This is the fight right here. I'm going to leave my comments later because this young man right here called Mr. Marcos Lloreda an older man. He's only 32, guys. All right, but this is a veteran. They're on deck. Up next in La Jaula. Thanks again for watching us here live on YouTube. Wherever you're watching, we thank you and we hope that you're enjoying all of the action right behind us in La Jaula. Rodolfo Roman, Alex Wenley, and Shane Faison. Man, great fight so far, Shane.
Dude, I'm pumped up. I'm pumped. This has been like excellent striking, just well-rounded MMA in general. I am so excited right now.
And the beautiful thing about it is, even little on the ground in the jits, we've seen some great transitions back and forth.
Yes, and then we've gotten the violent TKOs, which I think is what everyone wants when you're here for mucha más acción.
Well, the action continues. We still have our main event with La Loba going up against Abril Anguiano. But co-main event, we got Jaden Ortega, who competed here against Jimmy Pace Jr., took that fight to the third round, and Marcos Lloreda, a veteran of the sport, has been competing as a pro for over 10 years all over the country, and I'm really pumped for this because this is literally a battle of ages, or for the ages. As you got a 10-year difference here. Jaden, the younger of the two, and he says, Marcos, you're just an old man, and I'm here to prove that, us young folks belong here. Let's get to meet Lloreda and Jaden Ortega, who are coming up next inside La Jaula.
Me llamo Marcos Lloreda y nací aquí en Miami, Florida. Mis papás son de España. Mi última pelea con combate fue con un guerrero, un samurái japonés. Dominé bastante la pelea. Me quedé un poco amargado que no finalicé. Tengo una racha de victorias, pero no tengo finalización en bastante tiempo. En eso mismo me he estado enfocado en buscar la finalización, no importa si sea arriba noqueando o abajo sometiendo.
My name is Jaden Ortega and I'm from Spokane, Washington. My last fight at Combate, I fought Jimbo Slice Pace Jr. That fight went to unanimous decision and I beat him. I was kind of just like a little fish in a big pond, but 3-0 right now. I'm 22 years old. My fight style evolves every single day, constantly.
De lo que sepo de mi oponente es que es demasiado joven, demasiado falta de experiencia y no está ni cerca listo para lo que tengo.
I know that my opponent is old. He's got a lot of fights and that he's an average fighter.
32 no es viejo para el deporte,
This fight's gonna get it's going to end pretty quickly. I'm going to knock him out in the first, maybe mid-second round.
Nunca está una guerra. Una guerra es una como la que yo eché con Basulto. Nosotros salimos con la cara todo hinchado, todo lleno de puntos. Y todavía no sabe lo que es una pelea.
Can't wait for this one, Lloreda being called old. That hurts me, man. It really does. And for all those people on YouTube in your 30s and 40s, I know you feel me. We're not old, dude. We can still go. Trust me. Lloreda, Ortega, up next, inside La Jaula. Beatriz Calles, official introduction.
Entering the cage, Jaden Ortega.
Jaden Ortega, once again, stepping back in La Jaula. Man, this guy has some really vicious knees, Alex.
Yes, it's very flashy, flying knees. So it'll be interesting to see what he can get done against Marcus Lloreda, who has a lot of experience, might not fall for some of those tricks, but Jaden Ortega is hungrier than ever to keep that momentum going and that undefeated streak.
Su oponente, Marcos Lloreda.
Marcos Lloreda, 32 years old. He feels it out. He is at his peak, at his prime. We've seen it in MMA and in the fight world. This is the time that usually fighters get to obtain that gold around their waist, but the guy looks chiseled, Shane.
He does. He does. Old dog, new tricks, we'll see.
As we go to the tail of the tape of Lloreda and Ortega. Ortega, 22 years old, 10 years apart. Height there just almost similar at 6'1" to 6'2", 71-inch reach, but the advantage goes to Lloreda at 78-inch and a 171 to 170.4 to Lloreda. This should be a great fight as we go to the official introduction. Beatriz Calles, let's go.
Continuamos con muchas más acción. Este es el evento coestelar de esta noche. We continue with much more action. This is the co-main event of the evening. División peso welterweight division. Los jueces son the judges are Elian Rodríguez, James Lázaro, and Robert Christopher Edgehill. Y ahora, damas y caballeros, llegó el momento de un combate global. En la esquina azul, in the blue corner, wearing blue, vestido de azul, su peso oficial, 171 libras. He tipped the scale at 171 pounds. Esta noche entra a la jaula invicto como profesional con 3 victorias tonight. He enters la jaula undefeated as a pro with 3 victories. From Spokane, Washington, Jaden Ortega. Presentando la esquina roja, in the red corner, wearing black, vestido de negro, su peso oficial 170.4 libras, his official weight 170.4 pounds. Esta noche entra a la jaula con 15 victorias y 8 derrotas tonight. He enters la jaula with 15 victories and 8 losses. De Miami, Florida, con raíces españolas, Marcos el Conquistador Lloreda. El referee, Marcos Pérez de Panamá.
Mira, okay, you know the rules. I want a clean fight. Obey my command, choke if you want. Go to the corners.
Marcos Perez, the third person in La Jaula. Experience versus youth. Here we go. Ready for the action. Lloreda in black and white. Ortega in blue. One thing that Lloreda said about Ortega's fight with Pace Jr. Shane was it was just a whole bunch of hugging. That's not impressed. I'm not impressed by his fighting style.
No, look at him here. He's getting right in his face. He says, I don't care if you're explosive. I'm going to kill you. Death by 1,000 cuts.
And Alex, that's when the experience comes, right? You can see this from a mile away. You know that he's angsty. It's like when you step competition with a white belt, right? He's so anxious to make a move, but that's when you catch him.
Exactly, and we're seeing the experienced vet look pretty calm out there, and a lot of movement from Jaden Ortega.
Lloreda, one thing that just gets him all the time, and he tells me, man, I just want that finish. I want that knockout. And he had a war with Yamada the last time he competed in La Jaula. Oh, he got caught there by Ortega. Woo-wee. Lloreda, though, but see, that's the experience. You get hit, and you're still cool, calm, and collective, Shane.
You stay in the moment. You got caught with the shot, cool. This is MMA, that's going to happen. But great left hand from the southpaw, that is Ortega. The jab now finds a home.
And Lloreda's reading that jab. He knows he's coming with him.
Really liking the movement from Ortega. It's patient, but it's calculated.
Yeah, but what I'm seeing is here that Lloreda could just be letting him do your thing. I'm going to catch you a little bit later, Alex. Oh!
Now, when I spoke with Marcus before this fight, he's acknowledged that Jaden is athletic, but he's ready to go. But now we're really starting to see that left land in a beautiful matchup between the Orthodox and Southpaw.
Lloreda going out to the ground, trying to test his skills to see if Ortega wants to go for the dance on the floor. And now look out for Lloreda. He does have some really flashy kicks.
He told me he's a fan of fight tips. You see a couple of those side kicks, it shows.
Yep.
And they're landing.
Can't go there in the pocket there. Footwork would be key to stay away from Ortega. You got to give credit, though, for Ortega, all right? I know he's young, but the fact that he's taken on Lloreda, who has over 10 fights, right? That experience.
That's huge.
I mean, it goes to show you how much confidence Ortega has that he's willing to step in with anyone, right, Alex? It doesn't matter how many fights you have. It doesn't matter your age. Exactly. I want to test my skills.
Exactly. And the distance management right now from Jaden is awesome, on point, and it's really causing reactions from Marcus, the way he's fainting and coming in on those calf kicks.
Excellent call, Alex. I despise those calf kicks, man.
Even that takedown attempt from Lloreda was from way too far away.
Love that he faked the uppercut, came in with a left, and does that flying.
Watch out with the low, okay? Watch out, watch out.
Attempted a flying knee, but just landed incorrectly. Marcos giving an advisory to watch out there, the hit of the lower, below the belt. Now we go here, toe-to-toe in the clinch.
Good elbow from Ortega.
Lloreda, a little red there in the nose.
This is looking like a completely new Jaden Ortega from what we saw in that Jimbo Slice fight.
Oh yeah, big time different. But did you see how Ortega just transitioned so quickly from the jab to the elbow? I mean, that's impressive stuff, man.
He's flowing, yeah. He's definitely on his game right now. He's one step ahead.
You're gonna see it right here. Look at that. That left hand when he throws it. Oh! He took down Lloreda. Lloreda's in trouble. He could be in trouble. He's turning up. Marcos Perez to call the fight. It's done. It's done. The youngster remains undefeated.
Jaden Ortega with the TKO win in the first round. He's outside La Jaula, running around. I've never seen something like this.
Man, it reminds me of like a Shawn Michaels back in the day, the Heartbreak Kid when he won a title and went bananas and hit the fans.
You're showing your age now.
I am.
Beautiful
Proud
head kick. Beautiful head kick from Ortega. Lloreda dipped right into it.
A very
Ortega says it's the Ortega show now.
Very disappointed Marcos Lloreda. Very
Jaden Ortega just looked into the camera and said, "Who's next?" I don't know if a lot of people are going to be lining up to be next after a finish like that.
I would love to hear what they literally just whispered there to Ortega, man. And I'm sure it's almost like a passing of the torch there.
You're good, you're good.
Wow. Showmanship there. Respect. Man, Jaden just told Marcos, listen, we'll train soon. Marcos Lloreda disappointed. Of course, a lot of fans out here to support him. But hey, man, that's just the MMA game. Anyone could have a bad day in the office. And right now it belongs to the youngster, Jaden Ortega, who has a very bright future ahead of him. Beatriz Calles with the official result.
El tiempo oficial, 4 minutos y 16 segundos del round número 1, the official time. 4 minutes and 16 seconds of round number 1. And the winner by technical knockout, el ganador por knockout técnico, Jaden Ortega.
What's impressive about this victory, guys, is that it is only his 3rd professional fight. And he just defeated a veteran of the sport. I mean, dude, the confidence is there in this guy, Alex.
Yeah, the welterweights always bring the action, but a first round TKO like that, finishing it off with a backflip, beautiful work.
Shane, take us through it.
I mean, this kid just made a huge statement. Came out super confident, was patient, was poised, controlled the range perfectly, was cutting those angles. Didn't engage until he wanted to, and when he did, he was always the first to land. He didn't take much damage in this fight at all. That left straight was landing all day. And he's switching it up. Look at the knees that are coming in. And even that, rolling with the punches well. High shell, good guard. And then it was that head kick. Followed up after the left straight. Which wasn't a wrong idea from Lloreda to slip that punch. He didn't expect the kick to come, of course. And that was the beginning of the end.
Wow. This guy could be money in the bank, Alex. Very enthusiastic, proud, electric. Jaden Ortega remains undefeated. Wow. And now, this is her main event. Abril. She's going up against La Loba Acosta. She knows what she knows that a victory over La Loba will kind of ruin the parade of La Loba, the most watched female MMA fighter and a marquee person in Combate Global. It's up next, our main event. Hang on tight, ladies and gentlemen. It's about to get more fun. And we are back. It's now time for our main event. Abril Anguiano taking on Lucero, La Loba Acosta. Lots of folks out there talking about it. They're excited. The internet is abuzz for the return of La Loba. She hadn't seen some action in about a little year and change, you would say. But every time we see here, Alex, improvement, evolvement. She's hungry, she's aggressive, and she wants to continue on making statements every time she steps inside La Jaula.
Yeah, and after a long layoff, she's hungrier than ever to get back out there. And we have a full moon this weekend, so La Loba is going to bring out the she-wolf energy tonight.
The difference between this, Shane, is that Abril has been more active. She's had some boxing fights. She's a two-sport athlete. She's going to bring it.
She likes boxing. She likes throwing the hands. She likes the shoulder rolls. She sneaks in some cheeky elbows in there as well, which I'm really excited to see. This is going to be a really good stand-up battle, and we'll see if one of them decide to take it to the ground.
Well, I could just promise you this. Fists will be flying in this main event with these two women. And if this is your first time watching Combate Global Force, hang on to your seats because it's going to be electric. Fireworks will be ongoing. Better than fireworks the 4th of July. I'm telling you, they bring it all the time. The aggression, the women, they bring it every single time that they step inside La Jaula. This is our main event, La Loba Acosta. Will she walk in howling and walk out howling? Or will Abril be the person to give a loss to Acosta, who's been on a winning streak? And when you carry on with the momentum, Alex, there's some pressure there, a lot at stake.
You're definitely going to feel it in the main event, but I think she is going to become hungrier than ever.
All right, well, let's meet Acosta and Anguiano up next.
Soy Lucero, La Loba Acosta y vengo de Tijuana. Mi última pelea fue con una italiana. Se miraba muy dura. Gracias a Dios ahora sí que nos llevamos la victoria. Lo que he evolucionado es ser más inteligente, no sobreentrenarme, hacer las cosas con calma y tener un plan para cada oponente que tengamos. Así que lo que he evolucionado es marcar distancia con todo.
Mi nombre es Abril Anguiano y vengo de Garland, Texas. Describiría mi estilo de pelear muy freestyle, un striker. Me gusta tirar de todos ángulos, golpes raros pero efectivos. Cuando peleé en el 2019 todavía era una novata. Ahora regreso con experiencia, disciplina y voy a enseñar todo lo que he aprendido estos años.
Mi oponente es una boxeadora porque sus últimas peleas han sido más en boxeo, entonces siento como que no va a ir a abrazar, no va a ir a hacer lucha.
Pues sí estoy llevando las dos carreras del boxeo y las artes marciales simultáneamente. Para mí se me hace muy fácil, pelear es pelear. Pues mi oponente es muy agresiva, sé que va a venir para enfrente. Esta pelea voy a enseñar lo que he desarrollado desde el inicio de mi carrera, que es un juego completo de las artes marciales. Va a ser una pelea de fuego.
Le vamos a dar un show a todos los fanáticos y pues me siento muy feliz de que por fin va a haber 2 strikers arriba.
All right, it's on next. La Loba and Anguiano going at it one-on-one action. Abril returns to Combate Global. The last time we saw her compete was in 2019. She says she is a different fighter from the last time that we saw her, and she knows what's up stake, and she wants to ruin the parade of La Loba. Beatriz Calles, let's introduce our fighters.
Entrando a la jaula, Abril Anguiano.
There she is, Abril Anguiano. It's been some time since she stepped inside La Jaula. She's been competing in MMA, but also in boxing, a 2-sport athlete chain. She knows what's at stake.
Yeah, listen, she was young back then, too. 2019 is a long time ago. You get, better development of your body. You get better control. You get more power in your hands. You get more confident in your strikes. And I think that's what we're going to see tonight.
Let's meet now La Loba.
Her opponent, Lucero Acosta.
This lady, she was on dating games. She's a star on social media. But take that away. She's a true fighter, a warrior that works very hard every single time. And the evolution of her, every time we see it inside La Jaula, is obvious.
Yes, and just being able to build your brand outside of fighting as well. When she was an amateur, she only had one fight, then she went pro. That talks about the guts as well. Classic La Loba, ready for show.
We go to the tail of the tape, 25 years old for Anguiano and 30 for Acosta. The height, just a 2-inch difference there. Acosta having the heads up there, and the weight, 125.6 to 125.2. Beatriz with the official introduction.
Continuamos con mucha más acción. Este es el evento estelar de esta noche. We continue with much more action. This is the main event of the evening. División Peso Mosca Flyweight Division. Los jueces son de Judges are James Lázaro, Elian Rodríguez y Armando Álvarez. Y ahora, damas y caballeros, llegó el momento de un combate global. Presentando la esquina azul in the blue corner, wearing black, vestida de negro. Su peso oficial, 125.6 libras. Her official weight, 125.6 pounds. Con un récord profesional de 6 victorias y 4 derrotas. With a pro record of 6 victories and 4 losses. From Garland, Texas, Abril Mulan Anguiano. En la esquina roja, in the red corner, wearing blue, vestida de azul, su peso oficial, 125.2 libras, her official weight, 125.2 pounds, con un récord profesional de 5 victorias y 2 derrotas, with a pro record of 5 victories and 2 losses, de Tijuana, Baja California, vía Mexico City, Lucero, La Loba, Acosta. El referee, Christopher Miñoki.
Vamos. Ok. Cuídate todo el tiempo, escúchame todo el tiempo. Si quieres tocar. Buena suerte a los dos.
You hear the howling there. It's not a full moon. It's because you're watching La Loba, who's about to enter La Jaula once again. It's been some time since you've seen her in action.
¿Listas? Dale.
And here we go. Abril in the black. La Loba in blue. I mean, at any time, Alex, they're just gonna let them hands go.
Yes, the main event is here. Now is their time to shine. And we know that Abril is feeling confident. She came in with her sunglasses, her cowboy hat like she always does, representing Texas. And a lot of people are watching from home at Texas right now. But Loba looks ready and on the hunt.
Mutual respect here. This is the chess match. That is good striking, right? Some may say this is boring. To me, this is beautiful. This is good work here. It's establishing the jab range, evading the kicks early so that you can find that perfect home.
And Loba knows what's at stake. He's not being too aggressive, just waiting for the right timing.
Good. Come back with the hook, though.
Abril, though, with those hooks.
Good.
Anguiano connected her with that right hand.
And when I spoke with Abril, when she's listed as orthodox, she likes to switch from southpaw and orthodox. And it was actually one of the reasons why one of her last boxing opponents pulled out of a fight with her, because she was listed as orthodox. And they saw in her fights that she actually switches to southpaw a lot. So she likes to mix things up.
You notice in that series, though, Shane, Loba was working different levels, working on the body, not more at the top.
She looks really comfortable here, Abril. She knows the calf kicks are coming. Notice she had a really strong check right there. She said, no way. I'm not going to fall for that. You're not going to shut my boxing down.
Yeah, she's poised, confident with that boxing, Abril.
And Loba says, what's up? You don't want to catch these hands.
I'm just interested, and I know they want to throw hands, but will anyone pull the trigger and go to the ground? Really curious.
Good. Now come back 3-2.
Oh, great bobbing and weaving there from Loba.
Good head movement.
Yeah. Stiff right, man. Cross had a lot of power.
That's the timing on the calf kick. You want it as Abril stepping in on the jab. It's almost impossible to defend the low kick while throwing the jab. And Loba showing her IQ here, timing it perfectly.
Double that up.
Timing is everything, Shane, and practicing that over and over again.
Yeah, you said it.
Good.
And it forces Abril to switch her stance.
Good.
Similar fighting style that we saw against Marco Neto with that boxing, the bobbing and weaving, head moving from Loba. But unlike Marco Neto, Abril is a straight-up boxer that could throw hands for days.
Look at her demeanor, too. She almost looks like she's sparring in there.
Yeah.
Really loose shoulders. She eats a jab to the body, though. Stiff jab. That's how you slow someone down.
She's an ABO boxing champion. Training out of the War Room MMA in Fort Worth, Texas. Trained with the likes of Razak Hassan.
Just for the fact that they're women, people try to take away from how good of fighters these athletes are.
Shane,
this is excellent striking right here.
Shane, Alex is my backup here. When our women fight, do they bring it?
100%.
Every time.
And we got a lot of fans leaving wolf emojis in the live chat. We got Dave Sandine in there, Lazy Bed. There are OG Combate Global fans, and they're here for the main event. The woman bringing the action, but like Shane said, it's very technical right now. A striking battle. Both these ladies laser focused.
It shows how much the respect that they have for each other, the capabilities that they have.
Liking that right hand to the body.
That's what I'm saying. Loba is working more of that midsection. Abril more of the hooks straight to the face.
And that's an investment that will start to pay dividends come round two.
Later on, right? Later on in the fight. Yep.
Yeah.
And Loba, just a great story, a motivational story, Alex. He actually got involved into MMA.
Yeah, when you deal with any type of abuse, relationships, and having a daughter that you know you need to protect, and that is your motivation, it's a really powerful thing.
There's stuff from Leo almost doing like a Superman punch there.
Yeah.
Good. 1-2 fire heavy.
Great kicks from Loba.
Check out the eyes on both these athletes.
Oh, man.
Locked in.
Locked.
Good.
Great more body shots from Loba. So we're headed to the second round.
Red and blue.
Great stuff so far from that first round. Really shows the respect that both these women have for each other.
So you figured her out. You figured her out.
You're the corner of La Loba saying, I need more pressure from you.
With the low kick, I
Take a listen here. Yeah, the 1-2, the up and down, and the low kicks.
Good. A little bit more investment to the body, though. But other than that, our hands are really good. Solid first round. Close. I think we're up. I think we're up. Hey, this round, she's going to have to, yes. So she's going to have to, she started scoring a little bit. I don't think they bother.
All right, there it is. That investment is paying off. Shane, like you said, for La Loba, keep working out that body.
Back up, back up, back up, back up.
As expected, this fight staying standing in round 1.
Round 2, ready? Ready? Fight!
Like I said, this is the most interesting part of a fight here. What adjustments are made?
Will they stick to the plan? Will they modify the plan? Now some low kicks from Abril.
Abril just looks so calm and composed, keeping the distance, just backing away, just out of touch of Loba.
Shane, when you compete in MMA and boxing, you got the 2-minute rounds. MMA, you got the 5-minute rounds. So as a boxer, you can throw for days. You got 2 minutes break, 2 minutes break, 2 minute breaks. How much of a difference does that come into play when it comes to MMA, when you're fighting on a person against a Loba?
No, Abril looks like a mixed martial artist in there to me. She's adjusting her stance so that she's defending well against the low kicks, and she's still managing the range so that she can throw that lead check hook that she's throwing. She's working the body well. But this round, we're seeing that La Loba is following the game plan perfectly. She's showing her IQ. She's showing she's up there. She's one of the best, and that's why she's the most watched fighter in MMA.
When Loba goes to the body on that, it does leave an opening for a counter punch from Abril, and she really does view herself as strong in the counter punching. And with those stomps, classic.
Yeah. Those stomps, man, could really throw you off, let me tell you.
Just off the mark. Come high after that.
Probably you hear you got a counter back when the Loba comes in with that 1-2.
Good.
Right to the top and right to the body.
Now I'm seeing a pattern. Jab high, cross low. Does she fake that?
Oh, here we go. Let's see if there was an attempt there of a little of a clinch work, but didn't go any further. Now, La Loba did say during fight week, I don't think there's going to be hugging or groundwork or anything. We're just going to throw.
And I love that about La Loba, because when you look at the size discrepancy, you might think that in those exchanges, grappling-wise, she might have a bit of an advantage, have strong pressure, good. But kudos to her for wanting to box with a boxer right now. But we do need to see some more kicks from her. I think that'll really help.
That front leg of Abril is there. Oh, there it is. She's attempting.
Here's that aggression from La Loba that everybody loves to see.
That's the low kicks that you've been calling for, Alex. Now she's coming with a combination. We've seen
a lot. Heated.
Now we're stepping up the game. We're hitting that accelerator on the freeway.
We saw a second of a smirk from Abril, and in her corner, he's like, "You got the counter." So she wants La Loba to be coming in hot.
Yeah, she's baiting her in. And the corner just saying it really loud and clear. Bait her in and follow up with the counter.
And La Loba's been working on her English, so she can probably understand everything.
La Loba to change, calling an audible.
Ooh, heavy low kick from that open stance.
What we've seen from La Loba so far, the 1-2 combination, every now and then we see a low kick. That's what we've seen so far.
That's it, yeah. Sometimes it's a hook to start, sometimes it's a jab, but it's that right hand in the body that's landing all day. I'm wondering, is she trying to use that to set something up?
Well, we're coming into we're coming into that 1 minute mark in the second round at 1-2, but the 1-2 very consistent, but she stops there.
Yeah, yep. Yeah, if she chains on a couple more strikes after that,
be time of having a different conversation right now.
Final minute, round 2.
And the 125 division for the women of Combate Global is one of the most fun. A win here could mean a lot, especially if some championship belts are on the line someday.
Oh, we gotta make her pay for that one.
You know, her family from Zacatecas, Mexico.
Good stop.
So she represents Mexico and the United States.
30 seconds, let's turn it up.
Funny thing, she started very, very young at 19 years old. First went pro. She just had one amateur fight. I said, this is good enough for me. Let's go pro. Ooh, there's that exchange.
And the hook over the top by Abril.
We're headed now into the third round, final one. Stepping it up, that 1-2 combination. Abril with a hook, followed up. Maybe a little clinch work, no, and that's the bell.
Loba finishing with a nice knee there at the end of the round.
Oh, I don't see it.
So 5 more minutes remain.
That's fine, it's on the other side.
Okay, deep breath.
Take a listen in.
Hey, calf hurt? Is the left leg hurt? You okay? Okay, say, close round. We could have won it, but she had that brief moment where she threw a lot of offense. So it's very close. I still think you scored more. He still feels it too. Hey, we could be up 2, but you never know. I know we won the first. Oh, okay, hey, we got to push.
And now we're going to go listen to La Loba. All right, work closer. Add more pace.
Okay, aunque te ofrezca.
Whatever she gives you. Take her down.
No, si no está, no lo forces.
Don't force it. So they're going.
Let's go.
Up. Take her down. Up. Just don't force it.
Corner out.
Find the right timing.
Final round. You ready? Are you ready? Fight!
So, Alex, it could be a change of plans. You heard the corner of La Loba. Don't force it, but try to take her down.
And it felt like for most of that second round, La Loba was being the aggressor, and that's something that is really valuable. But Abril looking for the counter punches.
Good comments, though, from Abril's corner saying, hey, listen, I think we won 1 and 2, but don't take my word for it.
You don't want to play it safe. Right, you want to assume maybe I'm down 2. Maybe I gotta finish this fight. I gotta make a statement this round.
Exactly, and when La Loba starts to get that lean with it, rock with it type style, we saw that right before she TKO'd Manuela Martinez.
Lean with it, rock with it. Okay, I like it, Alex.
Now and then
you get groovy. You get down every now and then. Going for the feint. More stomps from Abril. We'll be back April 24th. Combate Global. Joey returns back to action. Reality star, musician. Made his pro debut last year.
Yeah, he's got some training in with him last night.
Is that right? And he's training at MMA Masters, and the guy looks in incredible shape.
Joey's got good kicks.
Yeah, he does.
Couldn't believe it.
And kudos to him. He walked in that first time around, and which little of a training and did what he had to do. But now it's a different dude we're going to see next time. That's April 24th right here live on YouTube all over the world.
You're in range. We got to let those go.
Hit the subscribe button. You'll get that notification next time we're live. Make your life easy.
Yeah, in case you forgot, we had just a great night of fights. Every single match tonight.
Exactly. And appreciation to everyone in the live chat. Make sure you send it to your friends. Our main event right now, they're going to start letting it all go with less than 3 minutes to go.
Yeah, here is when they go all systems go. It's like the final lap in the NASCAR race. And they're not going for that photo finish, guys.
And Dave Sandine in the chat says, I don't know why, but Thursday night fights hit different. The energy in here
Just like that right hand. Different.
That hit different too.
That right hand from La Loba hit completely different to Abril. Look at she's backing away now here a little bit, Shane.
Cutting off the ring well. Calculated pressure, as I call it. Measuring with that lead hand, trying to find a home for the right.
Yeah, most of the fight we were seeing Abril going forward, but in that case, she backpedaled there a bit, went backwards.
Got that right hand. Looks like may have hit her in the eye too. She's blinking a lot.
Let's see, mess around and find out. Now La Loba letting go. Can we see something what we saw with Marco Neto? This is exactly what happened. Seemed like Loba was down and he stuffed it up. Could be it. She's cornering her. La Loba is feeling it. Aggressive. You can see Abril is feeling the power from La Loba.
Look, she mixes it up. She mixes in the kicks. She threatens the takedown.
It's a different facial expression from Abril here, Shane, from what we were seeing before.
Yeah, the tempo just changed completely right there. It's not a spar anymore. Now this is a fist fight.
Alex, and she did attempt. Loba did attempt there to go for the takedown, but backed away and kept on going with those hands. Let them go.
She did. And really working off that momentum that she had with the strikes. I think that's where she's most dangerous. We love a good takedown, but La Loba with fists flying, that is classic La Loba.
Man, let me tell you, the judges here, this round, you see a lot of action from La Loba for that first and second.
Now what is left in the gas tank for both of these ladies? They got to leave it all out here.
Wait for those final 10, 20 seconds. You're going to see La Loba unleash fury.
Talk about the Mexican fighting
Oh,
spirit.
look at this, La Loba! Never go for the ground game. She does have a submission victory in her pro resume, but doesn't have anything here for Abril. La Loba transitioning up, maybe a knee. That wasn't a big good. There it is. There's the knee, but nobody home. 10 seconds left. Who wants it the most? Let's go. He says.
Let's throw.
There she's throwing away, and that's the end of our main event. Oh boy, oh boy.
Thank you for the opportunity. Thank you for the opportunity, Coach. Thank you. ¿Justo?
Ya.
Y te viene, te metes muy fuerte, bien. A ver. Ven para acá. No tú, tía. Un momento, ¿eh? Está muy bien.
Man, oh man, will La Loba continue with her winning streak? Or will Abril Anguiano get a victory again in La Jaula? We are about to find out. I don't know, man. Shane?
I mean, there's everything you look for in a good MMA match when two strikers are involved there. There was mutual respect, but the jabs found the home, the crosses. Then you started to see the high kicks being thrown, threaten a takedown, a little bit of ground game at the very end there. Got right back to the feet, finished with the strikes.
We talk about La Loba always evolving, and we saw it, Alex. She made those attempts to go to the ground.
She did. And it's exciting to see a versatile La Loba because of her pedigree, that boxing, Mexican fight style, but now she's really becoming the well-rounded martial artist.
I don't know, guys. I'm a little nervous about this result, guys. Don't know where this is going to head to.
Great fight.
As we go to the official results, Beatriz Calles, let us know who won.
After 3 rounds of much more action, this is the final decision. Después de 3 vueltas de mucha más acción, esta es la decisión oficial. Los jueces James Lázaro y Armando Álvarez entregan tarjetas idénticas de 30 a 27, 30-27. Y el juez Elian Rodríguez entrega 29 a 28, 29-28. And the winner, by way of unanimous decisions, la ganadora, por decisión unánime, Lucero Acosta.
La Loba Acosta, you can hear the howling. You're not in the desert. You're at Univision Studios. And La Jaula is right behind us. The howling taking place is thanks to the victory of La Loba Acosta. Continues her winning streak the evolution of a fighter. Alex, take us through it.
Abril came into this fight ready to go, but Loba was unstoppable. When we get into the striking exchanges, it was really a chess game at first, but some really powerful shots from both contenders, but Loba ended up getting it. Shane, what do you think about these exchanges?
Sharp first round from Abril, but by the second and third round, I was definitely gave it to Loba. The wolf came out is what happened, and she started to put that pressure on her. I think Abril just felt the power and was like, oh no, I can't spar. I got to fight, and I can't handle it.
Man, those teeth were out. She was ready to bite, and she bit a really strong bite there, taking on that victory. La Loba Acosta, 4 wins in a row, going back to 2022. This is phenomenal for La Loba Acosta, but hey, thanks so much for joining us right here on YouTube. Rodolfo Roman, Alex Wendley, Shane Faison, dude. It's been fun having you out here. April 24th, subscribe to the YouTube channel. We have mucho más acción in just a short time. Joey Mendez returns to action right behind us in La Jaula. Will deliver a lot of action. There you have it. Bright and colored Joey Mendez returns. Got a lot of training here in Miami, Florida at the MMA Masters camp. He is definitely going to bring a different style and a different fighter inside La Jaula. Make sure you subscribe so you can get that notification to tune in April 24th live on YouTube all over the world. It's been an exciting fight. Awesome action. My heart is racing. My pulse is going bananas. I have not had any caffeine. I lie about that. But man, Shane, what was your fight of the night?
Oh, man, I think I had to go with Jose Ochoa versus Isaac Padilla. That was just, I thought, like a great way to start the night. Really good striking and just excellent.
And my fight of the night has got to go to Jaden Ortega getting the TKO. Beautiful stuff.
Awesome. For Shane Faison, Alex Wendley, Rodolfo Roman, and the rest of the Combate Global team, we thank you very much. We'll catch you April 24th. Let's go.